Welcome to Forza Part 16. Not going to be a super long day today. I got some other stuff I got to do, but I figure we can get at least like 2 or 3 endurances done. Realistically, I think there's 4 streams, including this one, left. We have all the endurance races left to do, and then all of arcade mode, and then I'm probably going to screw around a little bit. I don't know when that's going to happen. That was the worst timing to do an intro. My fault.
Boobies.
I was like sprinting to the computer. I'm like, we have to start by 8 o'clock.
Boobies. 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 Boobies.
We're boobing.
Boobies.
I have an idea, Twitch chat. I'm going to take the slowest car I can find. Oh, hold on. Car? Oh, here. I know what you meant, but Caro's Irish in my head now. Is Caro here?
Boobies.
Caro Fortnite. She's gonna hate that. You guys all gotta do that if she shows up, but she's gonna hate that. You can blame me, I guess, but it will be hilarious. I have found my steed. I have found my steed. Oh, yeah, it does. Strictly foreign. I'm not gonna say anything. There you go, Tom. Thank you. Character. Oh, come on, please. Yeah, dude. All right. We're going for speed. Oh, I can't even change the wheel size? It's fucked up. Slightly better tires. Forza front bumper looks like. It's going to look like a regular front bumper with a splitter. The Forza front bumper has always been and will always be incredibly underwhelming. There you go. It is a stock bumper with a splitter. Okay, now here's what I came for. Wait, hold on. This may be a blunder. Wait, it's... How does this class system work? How does it go from D2 to B4 that fast? Is C-Class just a joke to you? I thought we were going to have... Oh, okay, we might not be able to use this. Oh, what a fucking stupid video game. Never mind. Wait. We're so back. I was just like, it's a New York short, so it's basically just a straight line. So like, if we just put a bunch of power, it'll be funny. Like, the car will disintegrate, like the tires will eat themselves. Oh, what a stupid game. And the brakes and stuff don't actually affect the PI at all. I'm so upset. All right, 234 horsepower at 3,000 pounds. What are we racing? I want to use something silly until we can't use something silly anymore. Oh, the GTO actually might be a problem. I think there's only C2 and C1. That's it.
Boobies.
Carl, you're Irish now. Sorry. No, Junkie XL's like does movie scores and stuff now. Yeah, it's my fault. I was watching Twister documentaries. And then realized did my like 20-minute cardio and then like took a breather and was like, oh shit. Oh, it's this one. That's still like 150 more horsepower than we have. Oh, well, what is in C class then at least? Cars I can afford. Yeah, it doesn't weigh enough though to like offset. No, there is C4. And the Beetle is similar stats to... What a fucking awful video game. This class system was not fucking ready. Holy shit. Little guy. This was not ready, man. That's awful. The sky, like this? Yeah, no, it's too heavy. I want to use something stupid, but the Beetle completely skips C class for some reason. Yeah, this is a little bit more power than we have, and actually no, it's like 50 more horsepower.
Boobies.
I don't understand. Is there anything else that's goofy? I can try the Camry. If this doesn't work, I give up. The Jetta's way too far up in D class. What the fuck is this upgrading system? It's already to the top of C. It goes from D2 to C1. I don't get it! Oh my god, what a fucking wacky video game. Okay, whatever. I give up. What do we have? What do we have that's... It's like the top of C1. And it's the same weight as the 300 and 50 horsepower down. What? This game is stupid. Perhaps. Wait a minute. No, it goes from C2 to B3, of course. Idiot. Why would I assume anything else? I'm gonna scoop up my own brain with a melon baller. Sure. It just needs more power. That's it. It's literally a straightaway. Holy fuck, this upgrade system is cheeks. This upgrade system is so bad. 24 horsepower? Yeah, you're in a new class now. Okay, so we basically just have to buy the GTO. Whatever. I get it, Forza Motorsport 1. I'm gonna stop questioning it. I'm just gonna do what you tell me to do now.
Holy shit!
Good lord, I feel like a boomer with my sub count. Melting face emoji. Melting face emoji.
Oh, too far. What's up, MD? Thank you for the resub, dude. We're getting... Oh, that's the Rhino number. We're getting a couple, like, pretty high ones now. Alarming. Do you see why I was just like, we just need a lot of horsepower. It doesn't matter. What a silly video game. I think the upgrade system being kind of borked, as we just found out, is another reason why it's probably pretty hard to compete with the AI in this game. A team piss. That was a good noise. They're having their own argument back there. All right, thanks. Cool. Bye. See you later. I just had an unfortunate thought. No info for you, I'm guessing. The big one for me is Need for Speed High Stakes. Obviously, Pro Street's also pretty big because he did a lot of original compositions for that. But the album Teenage Something is the name of the album they... Oh, shit. High Stakes pulled a lot of music for, and, like, that is Junkie XL to me. Death Beat, War, that whole album, honestly. Saturday Teenage Kick, that's the one. Yep, thank you. Brakes? I mean, I just have to brake early. And the AI already has, like, alien brakes anyway. No, what I just thought of, this is an endurance race. Fuel consumption. This is an Xbox game made in 2005, so I don't know if it, like, just you use fuel and it's, like, over time. But on paper, we're going to get way less gas mileage than everybody else. So we'll have to see how it actually plays out. Yeah, Mitch, because there's some that he did compositions for, and there's some that he just had his music licensed for. Today and Burnout Revenge is one of my favorite songs ever. It's just, like, I think hard to... I don't think it's licensed in a lot of places. Like, I don't think it's on Spotify. I might be wrong on that, though. This was the correct call, by the way. I think on hard we would have had our... Might have been difficult, but I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Or gone from Spotify. I would imagine, like I don't know how to license music on Spotify, but I would imagine, like, you gotta pay, like, a recurring fee or something. A Saturday Teenage Kick's definitely on Spotify. I still play it all the time. Yeah, Mitch, so right now it's just determining whether the game sims all that, or because it's a 2005 Xbox game, cars just lose fuel over either distance traveled or time. I mean, we'll find out. I'm hoping we can open up a big enough of a gap where we can do an extra pit stop and it won't matter. I braked way too early. Maybe not. The brake lights work on this car? They do. This is just an Xbox game from 2005. What's up, teams? Good evening. If we need to pit, if we're like half fuel around lap 12. What's up, Nick? I was supposed to start streaming earlier, but I watched like I've been watching like every tornado documentary on YouTube known to man. And I started watching one when I was on me bike, and wanted to finish it. And by the time I like cooled off, washed my face, changed shirts, I was like, oh shit, it's like almost 8 o'clock. I have watched Twister from 1996, Tank Catapult. Thank you. Oh, my bad, Nick. Well, you get a oh. It's fine. Everything's fine. That was actually part of my plan. I definitely was not looking at chat going into the braking zone. I only lost 1.5 seconds. It's so hot in this room. I don't know why. Well, I'm having coffee, which is not helping. I need to see, is the new one on Amazon Prime for free? Or like free if you have Prime type thing? Pretty productive day for me. Ooh. It is? I might watch the second one then. I heard it's like just literally the same movie again. Which I could see why people would think is lame, but I'm for it. Oh, really? I'm gonna die. I might just do it anyway. I've been trying to watch, I don't say trying to watch more movies, but I complain that I haven't seen movies, but yeah, that I don't do anything about it, so like, I've been rewatching every time like I go on Amazon Prime at night now. Not every night, but most nights. I'll like just scroll around and find a movie to watch and then go to bed. Sometimes it's rewatching things. Like I said the other day, I rewatched one of my favorite movies from childhood, Grind. It's not good. It's very bad, actually. Bam Margera's there. That's about it. No, you're thinking, oh, Arrow, it's a stoner comedy. I was on the tail end of a safety meeting. And was still, like, I giggled, but I was like, wow, this is not a good movie. So, Wishes to Homestead. I'm like, NASCAR Cup race day. You watch the pre-race of a... Hold on. You watch the pre-race of a race that hasn't happened already. Interesting. Did they finally have a story? Oh, no, they've always had a story mode for Fortnite. I'm an idiot. That literally was Fortnite before they're like, hey, we're going to add in this cool Battle Royale thing. And ruin video games. Get the whole experience. I just never thought, I felt like once the race happened, like there's no point. Because a lot of pre-race, and even post-race stuff is just like speculating. Is it, oh, Wizards. No, I'm thinking of the Wizard. Story mode. It was Fortnite, like a PvE game. Oh, fair enough. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Garbage Pail Kids. Didn't Nostalgia Critic have a video on that? A bat credit card? A bat credit card? Specutainment. I mean, I do a post-race show. Literally half of what we do is just speculating on what's going to happen next week. Not a whole lot we could do, you know? Like, I am intrigued as to why we went from Atlanta to Pocono in the Coke series next week. One second. I know what. Oh, we're good. I'm just seeing things. I think the light to my controller is poking under my wheel, and it keeps like grabbing my eye, and I'm like, oh, my controller died? Yeah, no, we're fine. The Echo Park Speedway. That is what I would call overthinking. I'm just curious as to why they changed it. Because it was I don't know how long it's been this way, and don't tell Drew Adamson this because he'll blow his top, but I don't really pay attention to the Coke series religiously. Like, obviously now, especially because I do the post race, I watch all the races, and you know, I've been talking to the drivers and kind of feel how their seasons are going and whatever, but I'm not that fucking locked in. Just curious as to why they wanted to change it. And late on the series, like the season too. I only think the press release came out yesterday or today. Or maybe that's something that like we've known for forever and the public just didn't know. The esports network still exists. It's just like, I guess, pretty tight knit. Like, that's the name of the what do you call it? The Discord that I'm in for work. Wouldn't allow the leaders to pit before they had already passed the pit road entrance. Okay, fair enough. Okay, question and answer. Thank you, Blake McCandless. I know of Cameron, but I haven't seen him in that Discord. I think the only person from, like, Aussies is Bo, Albert, and, of course, Reese Gardner, and Jay Kennedy. And I think that's our Aussies that are on, like, so it, like, it's not just, people get it twisted all the time, right? They get, like, if there's a race bot broadcast, that's us. No, they just get to, like, stream key to stream through iRacing socials. It's still a race bot broadcast. Same thing with GSR or GSRC or whatever. The iRacing Esports Network is like specifically iRacing in-house broadcast now. So that means it's being TD'd and directed and broadcasted all by people like in-house. I think I saw that video. Wasn't that on Cribs? Weasel? I've seen this. I had a thought and it's fucking gone now. Oh, yeah. Might have been Cribs. Yeah, because they showed his house and stuff. I don't think he's a closeted. I think Junior's a racing enjoyer. That guy has like one of the most open minds for racing and racecraft and different motorsports that I've ever seen. Like he's like not like locked into everything because of course being in North America you kind of like have different interests in a different scope, but it seems like I think calling him a NASCAR pundit is kind of underselling it, but for a NASCAR pundit he's very well aware of the world of racing. What's up, Lamp? Mr. Productive. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, he's pretty... Yeah, we're going to run out of gas right before the end. Is that the other GTO? Hold on. I should have pit this time by. I just see a yellow car, now I'm curious. No, that's got to be the Lotus, right? I think that's the Lotus. Yeah, that's the Lotus. I also forgot the AI is absolutely poo-poo dog water in that corner. We could have just showed it with a bicycle and probably still won. I say about racing my city. Unfortunately, I got to do it for another 12 laps, Lamp, and then I won't have to do it ever again except for arcade mode. Yeah, the list came out today. It looked pretty cool. You know what really gets me out of that whole list is that a lot of those drivers have now come full circle. Excited for tomorrow? I gotta do a little bit of rain prep, but and I'm not stoked to wake up early. Shut up. But yeah, I finally got the team paint uploaded. I guess I had to sign in and out of Trading Paints, and then it worked. But early, yeah, it'll be 2 p.m. tomorrow. That's early for me when I go to bed at 7 in the morning. It's fine. I think bathroom break. It's not that long of a race. It's like 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours. That's fuck all. I was going to do it by myself. And then Els was like, we should run together. And I was like, I can't say no. We'll be in the Bandit Discord, I think. I thought it'd be a better idea for all of us to have separate channels in the Creator Series Discord. That sounds like a nightmare to put together. It's something they would have had to have been doing, but people are still like, Grant Pooh Bear has still not technically registered his team properly. He just said, I will be there. I'm like, that's not... They need your team ID. They need everything. You can't just... And then he just, a week later, went, I will be there twice. No, it's not, that's not how you do that. Like, I'm getting secondhand annoyed. What's up, Alex? But, like, Grant Pooh Bear doesn't fucking know what he's doing. Like, he just thinks he's, like, but you would think everyone else has, like, team name, team ID, team member. And he just went, I'll be there. Mr. Bear. Oh, I remember flyer changes. If he wasn't such a nice man, I would have made comments. I'd be like, hey, I don't know if you just haven't been paying attention, but you literally, you said I will be there twice, but apparently you won't because you don't have any information posted. Your friend is driving the left turn car. I have no idea what you mean. Back to my fucking point from like 5 minutes ago. The race can be run solo by creators only. Your friend. Yep, that narrows it down. I don't know, Lamp. I know Taylor TMR has a car in. So Taylor Mills. I put the word out this week because I wasn't sure if it was like a sign up to be run with a creator or have like their own team altogether. Right. I think it's pretty unique though. Like people like Raja, Ty, Majeski, Caden Honeycutt went from being pros, like iRacing pro drivers. Majeski, I don't think... Oh, no, he was in the Pro Series, I think, at one point. Raja, I don't think ever made it that far, but still, like, was a iRacing driver. And now they're going to be actual, like, characters in the video game. I don't know if they'll have, like, character models and stuff, but that's still pretty neat. Lamp, it looks like it'll be about 50-50 split between, like, creator teams and, like, community teams. Punju really wanted to keep the, like, vibe from WRC going, though, where more than just the streamers and creators, more than just the streamers and the creators could participate. And I guess this is the beta test. How do points work? No points for this round. Because I think they looked at how to do the points and went, you know what? Fuck all that. Fuck that. To be honest, I actually don't even know how the points work proper. I think they're using the IMSA point system because that's the one they saw and they picked it. I couldn't give a shit about how the points work, to be honest. I mean, I say that now, but if we end up having some good finishes and I'm like top 3 in points, I might start paying attention. But at the moment, I've not looked. Nice. On ARCA drivers. I think they like took the ARCA series and then the East and West is from what I heard. I doubt that if I go, well, I'm gonna go there to the office, that they'll have anything playable, and if they do, I doubt I'll be able to like stream or talk about it, but like I don't want to like poop on everybody's parade. It's just like I'm more like hoping the new NASCAR game is fun. No. So Caden Honeycutt is a former eNASCAR pro, and he's now racing in the real life truck series. So like the pipeline from being an eNASCAR driver to now being in a NASCAR game, I think is super fucking cool. Ty Majeski used to have the most I rating on oval out of anybody. Raja, again, I don't know if Raja's was racing in real life at the time, but I know him from iRacing. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that neat? I think that's super cool. Like, it would also be cool to have the eNASCAR guys have cars in there. Maybe when the Cup Series roster is announced, we'll be pleasantly surprised. But, because I think that's just good PR for their Pro Series, right? Like, even if it's just extra paint schemes for the cars that are already there, because a lot of them are pretty similar. And it wouldn't be the first time it's happened, right? Like, they did that in the F1 games. I know Gran Turismo used a lot of their pro players for stuff. So it's not like they'd be setting a precedent or something, but I think that'd be really cool. And it's a really fucking dope thank you to... And I don't mean any disrespect to any specific names, but, like, people who run the Pro Series and finish 20th every week. You know? That, like, busts their ass to be there. They're not making any fucking money being there. They just love love like being there. I think that'd be such a cool like acknowledgement. From what I understand, consoles first, PC later. Usually the PC ports are like kind of, so I don't think it's coming out on PC off rip. Is it arcadey? Yeah, that's the point. The idea, Lamp, is to build a pipeline. So you have a console game that's more Forza-y, like SimCady, and then you play it for a couple years, and go, ooh, I want to get into iRacing now. And then boom, they have a new subscriber. And the people who were like, oh, I don't really want to get into a sim, it's too much. You know, I don't have a PC. I don't have the time. Like, they now have something in the iRacing ecosystem they can enjoy. The soundtrack? No. I heard about Breaking Benjamin, though. It's just a good business strategy. Unfortunately, it is a business. Like, the more money they make, the more cool shit they could do. Like, they're spending money right now. I could guarantee you. And with how rough iRacing console game or NASCAR console games have been for the last, like, 20 years almost, I don't think this game is going to sell like hotcakes, you know? At least off the rip, but... They who shall not be named. I don't even know what you mean by that. Yeah, I haven't heard of any, like, older content, like 87s or anything yet. The, like, old PS2 ones, Lamp, are, like, shockingly good. Shockingly good. Like, the career modes are super in-depth. There's a lot to manage and do outside of just driving the car. The driving physics are pretty good for what they are. Like in a PS2 game from 2003, it's not a sim, obviously, but it's not like full throttle every corner, every lap, right? Yeah, I'd say everything pre-Xbox 360, you're probably good. Minus like 07, whatever. And then the console game space kind of started taking a nosedive after that. The license was up in the air for a while. The Heat series came back, wasn't great. I think Heat 5 was like okay from what I heard, but you know what? Okay, I don't particularly give a shit at what the soundtrack is. I just don't. Like there's so many games that I've played in my history. No, I've never done a NASCAR playthrough. I've done NASCAR Rumble, which is like the arcade, like Mario Kart game spinoff that they made, which is stupid in the best way possible. It's a fucking dumb game, but hilarious. Like, I wheeze laugh every time I play it. But it's like a sports game, Lamp, so it's not like, oh, you play for 20 hours and you're done. It's seasons, so you could play forever. So one of the redeems for the streamathon is to do NASCAR Thunder 2004, I think is the one I picked out, which is the one that I played as a kid, and start off from nothing, 50% races, and then once I win a championship, the season ends, or the playthrough ends. Hell yeah! My dog.
Holy shit!
Boobies.
Blah, 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 blah. But real quick on the soundtrack thing, I like that they're getting different kinds of music. I think off of every like sports game or NASCAR game specifically that I've kind of touched or heard about or whatever, they've either just gotten royalty-free garbage, the worst country music you've ever heard in your life, or like just generic rock music. So the fact that we're getting like a decent curated soundtrack in a video game in 2025 is super cool, and it looks like they're going for a lot of different genres that kind of represent NASCAR. So like for me, I still remember the soundtracks from the Thunder games. Like, I hadn't heard Avenged Sevenfold before, and then Chapter 4. You know what I mean? Like, I've never heard Magic Carpet Ride from Steppenwolf in my life until I played NASCAR Thunder. I was 10, so I think that's fair, but like maybe we won't care or like we'll be indifferent about it, but I just hope there's a lot going on there so kids can like have experiences that we've had. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, every modern game that does a curated soundtrack just ignores rock music. Creator Series Crandon. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I have really high expectations, and I think that's why I'm a little bit nervous. But it isn't a rally car on a track that's not made to race there, so maybe I should just chill out. I thought I was gonna mop the floor with people, but Kamikaze is pretty fucking quick, and he's been doing rallycross longer than I have. Like, I knew him before WRC Creator Series. As soon as I saw his real name, I was like, oh shit, I know you from the Rallycross Pro Series. He was like, yeah, that's me. So I think P2 is realistically the best we're gonna do, but the Pro Trucks at the Rallycross layout of Brands Hatch too, I'm really stoked for. Yeah, but you're young, T-Bone. You're loud. Surprised no F4. Could you imagine how big the fucking accident would have been if we did F4s? How massive the crash would have been? It would have been akin to, like, the Tsar Bomba. Like an explosion of epic proportions. We won, by the way. Woohoo. That was... Damage pen... Oh, I did have, like, 2 knocks. Yeah, these are going by quicker than I expected. That's great, though. Oh, I love this thing. This is such a cool little dude. Volcano went boom. That's what happened. Because I knew there was tsunami warnings on the west coast. All right, what do we got here? So the Cobra is basically our competition. What track is it at? Okay, so we needed something balanced. My idea would be to get something in C class, up it to B class, but upgrading the cars in this game is wacky. I didn't listen to a lot of the Vice City soundtrack. I gotta play through that game again soon. I don't know when I'm going to do it, so don't get excited, but I started with GTA 3. I would at least like to do Vice City and San Andreas and complete the 3D trilogy. But I also really like GTA 4, so maybe we'll get on that so we can do... oh, we have almost all the cars unlocked. I would like to play through all the mainline GTAs before 5 comes out. Let's see what's in B class, just for... I'll see what's in C. Yeah, and I'm going to play it on the PS2 as well. I learned my lesson with the PC version. It looks a lot nicer, but the controls fighting you at every fucking step. I'm not doing that to myself again. No, thank you. No. Maybe now we use the Dorit. Speed's important in Tokyo, but it's not. I love how they've been using this model since 2005. Look at its big, stupid face. The R32 looks like me. Look, like, pretend the grill is the mouth. This looks like me when I saw tits for the first time that were like shown to me. Check out the jugs on her. Awooga. Like, what a big dumb asshole. I might try the RX-8. My need to, like, want to have fun in this game is in constant flux with my need to just beat the game and be done with it. Ooh. This is also a good... I'll try this. Literally tank. Holy shit. Okay, because this game is stupid, I can do all of these without any sort of repercussions at all. I've only played the first one, Infamous, but it was really good. And I'm usually, like, not super into games like that. Not that I dislike it or whatever, it's just, like, I don't seek them out, you know what I mean? Always weird to me they had the FD and the Spirit R, and the Spirit R is always the ones with the visual upgrades. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that didn't make it to Forza 2. No, I think all these made it. Hey, we want Wings West at home. Okay. I think Abflug is a German manufacturer. It's like, yeah, it's not the same. You see, he's slightly different, but towards the top, like, it's the same fucking thing. I think the Wings West bumper did die. I don't think that made it to Forza 2, and I understand why. If you close your eyes, it's the same thing. As what I just said, Tech. Japanese. In my mind, they're German now. To everybody who's Googling it, fuck off. I don't care. I'm getting ready to go to America, so I'm saying something confidently, knowing I'm wrong. RecoWare, thanks for the follow. Welcome to my weird little corner of the internet. All right, chat, Google that guy's gobbles. Take care of that guy. Ash Vandalay is working. She's so fucking cool, dude. If that doesn't get pinned, she's dead to me. Oh, shit. I thought Nick was just being nice. You actually know this person? Should I be stanced up? Should I be ready to box here? Or, like, are they cool? Oh, we could 3-rotor? The car weighs slightly more, but it might sound cooler. I'll take my chances. There's a racing VTuber. Not another one! I'm joking. I'm just kidding. I might get to meet Lithium Fox in real life, which is cool. I didn't expect him to come out of his cage, but I think some Mirai people are going to be at the Sim Gaming Expo, which is neat. On an iPad? That'd be fucking hilarious. That would be so fucking funny. Holy shit. Like, no, but I like your idea a lot better. I didn't upgrade the tires, did I? I did. Okay. It's going to make absolutely no difference at all, but... Thank you for sharing your preferences, Nicholas. My gum button. Can't believe Nick now with his whole heart just went... Arroof! Unreal. Crazy. Existence at high revs. This isn't that, but you saying Triumph just like awoke something in me. I'm woke now. If you couldn't tell by like the pronouns and the pink hair and everything. But I'm not a motorcycle guy. V-twins are pretty fucking cool. like I think the Yamaha like R1 sport bike has a V-twin or something. And it just sounds like nothing else. Like, it's disgusting. I'm not sure if this car sounds incredible. Oh, there was already a historic accident. I'm not sure if this sounds incredible or the worst yet. Once we get away from the field, the audio will stop glitching, maybe. No, I think this game might just hate the rotary. Welcome to my Tesla swapped FTRX7. I was gonna correct you, Lamp, and then I remembered I've had sex before, so I didn't want to be that guy, you know? It's like, I'm not a Redditor. I know what a vagina feels like, allegedly. Is it fixed now? Or is it just having a moment? Oh, we're so back. It sounds like a fucking snowmobile. I don't hate that, though. We're just out for a rip now. Spawn point. See, you know, that funny, like comical, just like me hitting a wall all on my fucking own. Like very funny, right? Here's my thing. Eventually, you're gonna have to explain that. Like, eventually, like, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually your mom or your parents are gonna see that and go, what's spawn point mean? Is it a sex thing? Do you gotta go to therapy? Do we have unresolved issues? Like, I think the general rule of thumb is don't introduce your parents to anything that you're not willing to fully explain in great detail. That's why my grandma thinks I work for the Google. Not Google, the Google. Bless her heart, sends me job applications to Google. Frequently. In California. I'm like, I can't just go there. She's like, well, you already work there. I'm like, you're right, I do. So true. This is, I've created the situation for myself now. My mom thinks it's fucking hilarious. John Google. Yeah, he pays my taxes. John Google and Mr. Amazon. She calls every day. You think she's just... You think she's just lonely? That sounds like something my grandma would do. I read spawn point, Mitch, and crashed into a wall. How do you think I feel? For those who are unfamiliar, if you're like, why does he keep pausing and unpausing? It's because the audio gets glitched. I'm playing on a 360. So the audio gets glitched, and that's the way to fix it. Yeah, you know what, T-Bud? Some arguments just aren't, or some conversations aren't worth having. Pause buffer. My name is Davin Drive-Thru Cornelius. Yeah, Rico, the 360 the 360 emulation isn't great. I'm playing like on an Xbox disc. Like I'm not playing on an emulator because I'm an elitist. That's a joke. But playing it on the 360 works. There's just like some weird stuttering sometimes, and the audio bugs out every once in a while. I'm not that into Xbox era games, and if I am, I'll play the PS2 versions. So I don't own an original Xbox, but it's on my list now. More so like if I ever run into one that's like super inexpensive and I can't say no, I will buy it. But I had one. My friend Brad gave one to me. And then I just was like, yeah, I'm going to sell this. And I sold it, and I feel bad. Brad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. My sleep? Before 10? It's crazy. Well, see you tomorrow, Lamp. If we see you tomorrow. If not, thanks for everything, man. We'll see you in like a month and a bit, I think. I still haven't booked everything yet. I got to wait for... Gotta wait for a paycheck to come in, but I got the email today, which should mean it's the next 3 days. You could have just stopped at heh, and it would have been really funny. Burger King's Big Bumpin'. It's, you know what's really funny about that, Techno? A, I've played that game on stream before, and B, it's made for the Xbox and the Xbox 360 simultaneously. It's on the case, it says Xbox and Xbox 360 compatible. Game, set, match, idiot. I'm joking. What's up, dude? Oh, you got me with the head. I thought you were just going to leave it there. Bimping. I don't know when I'm going to use the word bimpin', but it'll come up eventually. Yeah, you just type heh, and I read it in a Tony Soprano voice for some reason. Also, chat, I really do think that the fuel is just based on time or laps completed, because it seems like whenever we get to halfway on fuel, we're about halfway in the race. And this is now the third different car we've used. We're soon at school lunch. I live next to a Burger King. I think I've eaten there since I've moved here maybe 3 times. And usually it's because I'm walking by to go somewhere else and I see $1.99 nuggets, and it's like a siren. You know what I mean? Like, I hear her voice and it calls me, and the voice just keeps saying chicken nuggies. Like, I can't help myself. Are they terrible? Absolutely. Are they $1.99 for 8? It's like the Little Caesars. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you Little Caesars is amazing pizza. It's hot, it's ready, and it's affordable. Like, shut up. It's equal to or better than a frozen pizza for the same price, and it's ready right now. Or within, like, 5 minutes. There's no, oh, you know it's like beaks and like, toenails and whatever. It doesn't matter. Chicken nuggets are a vessel for sauce. Even if you're a picky eater, they're a vessel for breading. I did, however, meet one person who I'm sure has bodies in his basement. Who, first of all, this man considers salt to be a seasoning, which is crazy to me, because salt is in everything. Like you're not technically wrong, but I would not call putting salt on something seasoning your food. Like, that's the whitest thing I've ever heard. 2, this man stripped his chicken nuggets naked. Naked. Go McDonald's, get chicken nuggets. Take the clothes off. I'm like, well, did you dip them in anything? No. Yeah, what's the point? Just fucking boil a chicken breast. Oh, it's the weed lap, by the way. I almost fucking died. This person, he's got several. I won't dox all the other weird stuff, but yeah, that's not the only one. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I know a lot of, I'm gonna unfortunately make this pretty real here. I know a lot of like neurodivergent people that have picky eaters, and that just kind of comes with the territory. When I was a kid, I only ate chicken nuggets with ketchup. That's it. No sweet and sour sauce, no barbecue sauce, none of that shit. Just ketchup. However, naked nuggets? Nuggets no clothes on? Rule 34 chicken nuggets? If you're on a diet or something? Because I would imagine, like, all the unhealthy parts of chicken nuggets are the breading. The rest of it's just, like, chicken question mark. It can't be that bad, right? In the grand scheme of things. I still enjoy my nuggets. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not saying you can't be an adult and enjoy chicken nuggets. That's not the problem here. Naked chicken nuggets. No, Weasel, that's like a mozzarella stick not cooked with no stick. Yeah, unfortunately, Mitch, I know a lot of those people. I wear a shock collar. Why? It's fun. Is it? Oh, yeah, my idea of fun is sitting here feeling comfortable and waiting for my heart to explode. Like, haha, I'm in the hospital. Like, no. You guys are fucked. This chat needs to be cleansed. We need to do a week of just seminars. No more video games here. I've had enough. It's so hot in this room. You guys keep saying just normal shit. Like, I liked my fries seasoned. That's not weird. Oh, fuck, Mitch. I thought they were like the same thing, man, to be honest. I can't do mayonnaise, which is weird. I can't do ranch either, which is weird because I like Caesar salad dressing, but the consistency of mayonnaise has always just put me off. And I think when I tried mayonnaise for the first time, like as a grown adult, it was Miracle Whip. I did not know until like recently, Miracle Whip and actual mayonnaise, even like Hellmann's like cheap mayonnaise, totally different thing. Totally different thing. Orange slices and ketchup on his pizza as a kid. Is he in prison? Jail? Actually, you know what? I think everybody, and I don't mean, when I say this, I don't mean like pineapple on pizza. Everyone's like, okay, you don't like it. Fucking go outside. Who cares? I don't like you. So, like, that was a joke, by the way. I was joking. I think everybody gets one weird food habit as a treat. And again, like, pineapple on pizza is, like, fairly normal, even if it's very divisive. I mean, like, some shit that you wouldn't tell anybody about. Like, you keep that shit under lock and key, and that is you do that in your underwear in the kitchen at 3 in the morning. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I think everybody gets one. Maybe 2 if you're nice to me. But 1 for sure. I was gonna paint my nails, Mitch, but I'm going back to my mom's next week, and if I paint my nails, I'll have to like basically take it off again 2 days later. So I'll do that when I get back. Oh no, I'm gonna cross an international border. Fuck all that. Nope. Just say no mustard. Again, that's normal. I'm here judging your food habits now. I don't know how this started, but here we are. That's like fairly normal take. I disagree. I love mustard, but I see where you're coming from. It's very vinegary, especially if it's like shitty mustard, but like pickles on pizza actually isn't that weird. Don't they do that in a Spirit R brew? I was going to use an RX-8, but this was right there. It's a 3-rotor swap too. Because fuck it. That's not bad, Mitch. I don't do mayo. You know what's weird though too? Like, I know mayo is basically just, or especially ranch. Like, ranch is Caesar dressing with like one ingredient changed, right? I can't do it. I kind of do it. It's one of those things that if I eat it, like even if it doesn't actually taste bad, my brain just goes, this is gross. Peanut butter, am I fuck? That's also like not crazy weird, right? Because like peanut butter sauce is pretty common in like Southeastern Asian cuisine. No, it's just a taste, and I think it's just a mental thing now. Do not like pickles? That's a very fucking Bridget Guilty Gear thing of you to say.
Boobies.
Why is everybody just putting down normal food takes? Like, I don't know if this is validating for you, but everything everyone's saying right now is just normal. Like, just really normal things. Like, I mean, Kami, would I do that? No, but I see where you're coming from. It's not like you put, like, ketchup in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, that's now you've lost me. You know, like when it's super, but like peanut butter is strange, but it's peanuts and salt, right? Which is, salt works in everything. And peanuts is very common in like Thai food. So that's not that weird. I like vanilla ice cream. I like good vanilla ice cream. Like, cheap vanilla ice cream just tastes like milk. And, like, it doesn't taste like anything. If you get, like, you're going to the store and you get, like, good vanilla ice cream where you could taste the vanilla, I'm right there with you. Sometimes I put a little, if I have good maple syrup in the house, I'll put some good maple syrup on it. Where it shouldn't be. So, like, outside of the pod. Like, ow. Does it feel right in my mouth? I'm not eating it. Weasel, I need you to know there is a big glaring red alarm for me to make a penis joke, but because I respect you, I'm not going to do that. But I just needed you to know that I wanted to. And it's gone. Yeah, I really wanted to, but the feeling is past. And thank you, Tank Catapult. And we're there. Not your best work, but that'll do. What's funny, Kara, speaking of vanilla ice cream, we watched the ice cream taster in Discord the other night. Sweetness. Pure vanilla. That's how I eat coochie. Honestly, hypothetical, right? Hypothetical, right? Future wife, right? We're exploring each other's bodies, right? If she doesn't pass the... That's a 10. If she doesn't laugh at that, I will be single the next morning. Somebody time me out. What did you do? You could kill Tank. This is about the dick joke. You could just kill him for 10 minutes. And then he will unfortunately respawn, but you could just kill him. That I choose you in this economy. I love myself. Is something I say to myself every day in the mirror. If she can't put up with me full gremlin mode, I don't think she deserves when my neuron activates, you know? It's like Monkey, right? Like you know when the monkey do the thinker and like knows the alphabet and stuff. Like you see at the zoo, like monkeys doing like human shit. You're like, wow, monkeys are smart. But then 2 minutes later, they shit in their hand and throw it at somebody else. That's me. Like I'm both people. You need to accept me at my chimpanzee and my like thinking monkey. You know what I mean? Like. Deep fried Twinkie before. If you've never had a deep fried, I think you call them candy bars in America, which is kind of odd, but different countries, you know? But if you've never had deep fried chocolate, it is like the most unhealthy thing you could have in your life. Like I think it turns something that's already too many calories into like 1,000 calories. However, delicious. Deep fried Snickers, deep fried Mars bar, like as long as it's like a traditional candy bar, you literally cannot go wrong. Deep fried Oreos. I had one at the state fair in Vermont last year. I was sweating, but it was delicious. Deep fried frog legs. No, I've seen those at like buffets and stuff. I wouldn't, but yeah, Weasel's got it. How can I hear the engine sound? Because I'm not listening to me talk. It sounds like okay. For a 2005 game where like no rotary sounded right, for a 3-rotor, considering there is no 3-rotor car in the game, just the engine swap, I think they did all right. I value my heart, thank you. Yeah, incredibly unhealthy. Man, I can't wait to go back to California just for the Mexican coffee. Cauliflower wings aren't bad. Honestly, like chicken wings are just a vessel for the sauce and the crunch. So if you can get both of that out of cauliflower wings, that isn't... It's not as good, but it's not bad at all. There's a restaurant that Cisco and Drew take me to when I go visit. And they do, like I think it's Bang Bang Broccoli, which is basically just like deep fried broccoli and a spicy, like Asian sauce with some sesame seeds on it. It's fucking wicked. Quite nice, some modern games. I wouldn't call this modern. This is 20 years ago, dog. There's people in chat younger than this game, unfortunately. What's up, Neon? I want to rev it more, but you get engine damage if you go over the red line in this game. I don't know how we got onto food, but am I a foodie? I don't want to use that term. I like food a lot. I watch a lot of cooking shows. I like whenever I go to a different country, which is just America, I like trying like different fast food I've never had before. You guys are so spoiled there. Which is like for better or worse, right? Because all the options and stuff. Let's get the negative out of the way, but like having tons of fast food options at very fair prices is probably why a lot of people are overweight or unhealthy. However, banging. Is it Checkers that I'm thinking of? Or is it Rallies? Or is it the same thing? Is it like a Hardee's Carl's Jr. situation? The food wasn't great. The potato fries were fucking incredible. I'm in fact older than Forza Motorsport. I should have pit. I'm not paying attention. There's a lot of fast food. Tom, unless you're there for a month, you will not... And it's regional. Like, a lot of their shit's regional. Like, you can only have Whataburger in, like, Texas. Not specifically Texas, but, like, that area. Culver's is only in the Midwest. In-N-Out's only on the West Coast. Like, a lot of their best shit is, like, you have to go to that region. I need to have Skyline chili and just poop for a week. Southeastern? I went to Waffle House in Pennsylvania, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Tom, I looked it up the other night. Austin's not that big of a city. It's less than 1 million people. Like, that's not small, but I expected Austin to be like a bajillion people. Waffle House and a cheeseburger? It is just butter. It is just butter. Yeah, Dallas, because it's Dallas and Fort Worth, and then all the little, like, towns and cities around it. Dallas is huge. Dallas is really big. They got really good barbecue, though. I went to, like, 2 or 3 different barbecue places in Dallas, and everyone was like, oh, this one's so much more than the last one. I'm just sitting there, like, crying because it's the first time I've had good Texas barbecue. I know, like, an alarming amount of people who live in Dallas. I say alarming, but, like, there's just a lot of people that live in, like, the Dallas area. Dude, when we went to see Rhino, we were next to a Culver's, and I didn't know it was like a, what the fuck? Come on. I didn't know it was, like, a regional thing, or else I would have made a point to go there. Our dumbass went to Chili's because Applebee's didn't serve alcohol. What's the point? You go to Applebee's to drink and then maybe get some food so you don't die. Like, it's a bar in disguise. Transformers. I have never been so fucking angry, unironically, Tank. Like, I talk a lot of shit, right? Like a copious, like the amount of feces that comes out of my mouth on a daily basis. But I don't do much of it, right? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kick this guy. No, of course not. I have social anxiety. I can't make phone calls without crying. Like, you know, like I say a lot of things on the internet because this is my little safe space to say whatever I want. I'm not like this in real life. Well, if I know you, right? Does that make sense? I was out loud angry. Like, we walked in, one of the servers was like, yeah, we don't have our liquor license yet. And I was walking out, and I turned to either Ian or Cisco and went, who the fuck goes to Applebee's without alcohol? What the fuck? Like, yelling. Like, I was sober. Like, it was about T-minus 20 minutes, and then I wasn't sober anymore because we found a Chili's and margaritas. But I was shocked that, well, Roberta, like, the U.S. does cities, at least compared to Canada, a little bit differently than us. The counties and cities in the States are very tight in comparison. And, like, if you, like, because Baltimore and D.C. are both under 1 million people, yet they're a 40-minute drive from each other, and it's all metro and, like, built up suburb and like cities and towns the whole way. So it's not like you go city, farmland, city. Like, it's all built up all across the East Coast. So technically, it's two different places, but not really. Like, Dallas and Fort Worth are technically two different places, but if you look on a map, there's like a tiny little line. Dallas is on one side, Fort Worth's on the other. Like, it's the way they do population in the States is a little bit different than it is here. Here, if you're in a city, there usually isn't another big city for at least 45 minutes to an hour. Like I live in Ottawa, Ontario. The next biggest city is either Kingston or it's probably pretty close between these two, or Montreal. Montreal's about an hour, 45-minute drive from me. But 30 minutes, you're in the farms. Like, you're in the middle of nowhere. And then you cross the border to Quebec, and then you're in the farm. I don't remember how to say farm in French. Sean Kingston? Yeah, no. Even Kingston is like just like a little like a college town, and it's still like an hour and a half from me. Yeah, Steam King. I won't. Oh, that's why your name is fucking Steam King, because I know where you live. Yeah, I get it now. Oh, no, that's a Scranton thing. You're right. Sorry. I apologize for my outburst. There's the Steam something mall in Scranton. Yeah, no, Scoop, I can tell you for a fact that I've never seen either of those two words before, so I think that's like a literal translation. I'm not saying you're wrong, but... Where did they invent Steam? Gaben. But yeah, like to anybody who lives outside of the United States, just the amount of people is... depending on where you are, is overwhelming. Like, it's kind of cool in a way. Because, at least for me, I feel very, like... unseen. I feel like almost invisible. There's just so many people. Growing up in a town of like less than 200,000, 150,000, and even then, Sudbury is like an amalgamation of Sudbury, North Bay, Sturgeon Falls, all those little cities and towns in between. So it's not just the city, right? It's like every village and like community that's around it as well. So I think in the city, there's probably like 75 to 100,000, maybe. Like, if I go to the mall and I see somebody I think I recognize, it's them. You know what I mean? The amount of times I've been in America, I'm like, I think I know this person. I'm like, first of all, it's not possible. But over and over and over, I feel like you could kind of, like, be a little bit more invisible and not really have to, like, move. Especially in cities like Boston and New York. Like, it's crazy the amount of people. When I drove from Baltimore to DC for the first time. That was the first time I ever really felt culture shock in the U.S. Because we're pretty close, right? Like there are little differences, but it's not like going from the United States to like Japan. You know, like it's not totally different. We're like 80 to 85% of the same, like, culture stuff. Minus, couple big ones. Hockey. Get me out of that one. Well, I was driving down from Canada, so, like, I had to drive. Like, it's not like I could stop, get the train. But, like, just to be out of Baltimore and not notice, because there's still so much traffic. There's so many, like, suburbs and buildings and businesses and hotels and, like, there was no nothingness. Because I remember I wanted to go to the bathroom, and I said, well, once I get out of Baltimore, because I was late, I was like, once I get out of Baltimore, I'll stop, go to the bathroom, like at a truck stop or whatever off the highway, and then we'll get going. There was no stop. Like, there was truck stops, but I was like, well, I'll wait till I get out of the built-out area first. And all of a sudden, we're in the D.C. metro area. It's like, when the fuck did that happen? Like, California, very similar. Los Angeles just keeps going. Here, it takes like 45 minutes to drive from one end of the city. That means like the farthest western built-up area. Oh shit. To the east end. In America, even if there was no traffic, certain cities would take you like 3 hours to start seeing farmland and stuff again. It's not even a bad thing. It's just like that was the biggest difference whenever I visit, is just how many fucking people there are everywhere. Even small towns, tons of people. I mean, that is a difference between a country with 30 million and a country with 300 million, but I do live like in the gooch of the most populated part of the country. Even Toronto's not that bad. Toronto's busy. Once you get out of Toronto, you're out of Toronto. It takes like 45 minutes, an hour, but once you're like out of Whitby, Ajax, or you're like in Barrie to the north, like there is nothing. Back to normal. Also, again, like how they calculate populations differently, I'm pretty sure people living in those like little satellite cities like Ajax or whatever are included in Toronto's population. Goochland? Dealer's choice. If you've ever looked at the population of Canada on a map, like where everybody lives, it does look like we are the underpants. And there's a little cock hanging out, and that's where Detroit is. Excuse me. I'm aware you are a drug dealer, but I just need to squeeze past you. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, everybody. Yeah, well, because the majority of Canada lives in southern to eastern Ontario. And that's all right near the border, right? So, Vancouver as well. Montreal is only a 45-minute drive from the border. Yeah, if you really go any more north from here, it starts to get a bit difficult. Like, either you're in the Canadian Shield, which is all bedrock, so it's hard to, like, build houses. You're in the forest, so there's trees. Or, like, I'm in the capital of the country, and the winters are pretty rough here. Could you imagine, like, 200 kilometers to the north? Or, 100 so miles to the north? No, I'm good. Also, like, trade and whatever, I don't know. What, Minnesota? I think, I actually don't know, because, like, Canada kind of dips. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm more northern than Minnesota. Either way, where I grew up was absolutely more northern than Minnesota. You know what, Take? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say cocaine's not crunchy. But whatever you choose to believe, I will support you wholeheartedly. We should just give you Maine. We take Vermont. Vermont's pretty cool. I don't know enough about Maine. I'll come back to you on that one. Oh, Cisco was just there, actually. He nods to. Another thing, too, I just thought of this the other day, is cell service. Like, whenever I'm in America, unless you're, like, really asking for it, everywhere has some sort of cell service. Very uncommon to, like, be actually stranded. Like, obviously, when we were off the interstate in Vermont, there was no cell service. That's kind of a given. But, like, if you're near a big built-up area, it's... Like, people stream their road trips. That's not really possible here. I've looked... I'm like, oh, man, that would make a 5-hour drive so much more entertaining. Being able to, like, stream the drive. Because the drive home is fucking gorgeous if you've never seen it before. There's lakes and big mountains and trees. Like, it's beautiful. But no cell service. Not even a little bit. Like, if I streamed it, it would be... You'd get, like, 10 seconds of video and then two minutes of buffering. It would not be worth it. I still gotta visit Washington. I'm sure it'll be really expensive, but... By proxy, if I go to Washington, I'll probably go to Vancouver. I have not been more west than, in my country than Sault Ste. Marie, I think. Which is not that far west. All right, I'm enjoying the easy races for now. It's been a while. How's it going? It has been a minute. I'm so fucking sweaty. It's so gross in here. What's the temperature today? I know we're like in the middle of... This is like one of the hottest summers I can remember. Oh, cool. We got the other DTM Mercedes. Me and a friend of mine had. Sure. Sorry, I'm, one of my friends sent me a DM that was kind of time sensitive. Keep in mind it's 9:30. Oh, it's not that bad, actually. I don't know why it's so humid in here. Probably because we're all doing laundry. That'll do it. It's 30 degrees. And we have air quality warning because of some fires in the west. Was it hot today? Oh, it's hot down here right now. It looked like muggy outside. I guess that was the smoke. Tomorrow we get thunderstorms? No. Okay, yeah, it looks like the weather's getting a little bit more normal. Oh, shit, that was a completely different car than I thought it was. It's a CLK. Okay, I'm dumb. This game should finally take the opportunity to... I don't like that in the sense that it's acknowledging it, though. Like I guess... I guess if it's like an indie game or something, but I don't know how well you could market, hey, racing games are dying, so we made one. Like, I don't know about that one. All right, we're in A class now. I want to use a Ferrari. Okay, so we're making a racing game that no one wants to buy. Got you, Mitch. Sick. All right. Spaghetti. Yeah, nobody purchased my video game. I want to lose thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, it's gonna get out when people play it. Okay, this is doable. We're down on power, I think, but I think the AI kind of dumb here. I've done 3, and it's only been an hour and 45 minutes. Is it only 16 laps? Oh, it's like a 2-minute lap, I guess. Oh, I love crunchy noises. I think I'm understanding what you're saying at this point. Because, like, car culture in general is changing. Right? I think my generation, whether you're plus or minus, like, 5 or 10 years, is one of the last generations that's going to grow up thinking cars are, like, the dopest thing ever. Like, I think a lot of people now just don't care. Like, it is just an object. Like, it's an appliance. And that's kind of how they're being made, right? Not race cars specifically, before Mitchell Wallace shoots me with a gun. But there's no, like, love anymore. Well, there's not as much. You know what I mean? Like a lot of vehicles that manufacturers made are just like, these are what people want. This is what they need to get around. Don't really, if they all look the same, it doesn't matter. As long as there's some sort of brand recognition. So maybe the grills will be unique, but all the grills will look the same. You know, look at BMW. A lot of Hyundais all look similar. Like the space is totally changed, even from like 90s to 2000s. And, I mean, it's not like racing is dying, right? There is, like, look at WEC right now. Like, WEC is going through their golden age right now. At least in terms of manufacturer interest and popularity. Like, more people care about endurance racing now than in a long time. Formula 1 exploded. Obviously, that's kind of, like, coming back down to earth now, but like, people are still interested in racing, but what people are looking for is changing. So, if that's what you mean, I thought you meant, like, racing games as a whole. I'm like, I don't know if that sounds appealing to me. Playing a game that's like, hey, your whole genre sucks and is dying, that you love. I'm like, oh, that's kind of kick to the nuts. There'd have to be some sort of, like, happy ending, you know, like some sort of like hope. Like when you say that, it reminds me of the monologue that Clarkson gave in Forza 4. We're like, hey, we're a dying breed in terms of racing and car enthusiasts, but there's still places for us to go and be who we are and talk about our interests and share our interests and have conversations. So it'd have to have some sort, at least to like be a good video game. It's not like the narrative can't be talked about. But in terms of racing, like, there is still a lot going on in the motorsports world. But, like, even street racing is not in the same place it was in the 2000s. Like, racing is, like, the 4th most important thing about street racing now. You guys ever hear about, what's it called? Not fishing. Is it fishing? Swimming. It's just kids. Well, not kids. It's people in, like, fast cars just darting in and out of traffic and recording it and posting it on Instagram. Like, that's not racing at all. You know what I mean? And I think and street racing is inherently dangerous, and people died, you know, whether it's spectators, drivers, whatever. But I don't think putting people's lives at risk was ever, like, an appealing thing in street racing. Like, maybe your own, like, feeling alive because you could die at any moment, right? Even as a spectator, you know what I mean? But I think even, like street racers in the 2000s and 2010s were like, okay, well, we'll go to an industrial site. Like, as somebody who was into drifting, like, a lot of people really fucking frown upon takeover culture now because it's just people getting hurt, and there's no point. It's just people in Chargers that they have financed and they can't afford doing donuts. Like, it's not impressive driving. It's not fun to look at. It's just stupid. Like, whatever. Like, if you're doing it in a parking lot, you're not hurting anybody. I don't get it, but whatever. But, like, if you're in the middle of a street at 3 in the afternoon, well, EH, I don't necessarily have to agree with it, right? But at least, like, the street racing that I know is like, okay, we'll go to industrial parks or roads we know that aren't used. Like, yes, we could die, and yes, maybe there will end up being a car coming the other way, or highways at night. Like, there is a real risk of death and taking innocent lives with you, but I feel like the idea of let's minimize that risk as much as possible while still maintaining a little bit of this, like, outlaw, lawless part of it is there. But this swimming culture is like, the more people they put at risk, the better. I don't even think it should be about racing games, period. I think that's a very narrow scope. Like, why not make it about the actual, like obviously racing games are part of that Venn diagram, but make it about racing and car culture, period. Because I think that it's the same narrative. Rolling bad end route. From a game perspective, I don't know how you'd make the bad route, like, interesting. Like, obviously the story is interesting, but how would you do that gameplay-wise? Like, do you just lose races? Like, I'm not shutting the idea down, by the way. I'm just asking a question. Because the idea would be, like, if you win races and whatever, but, like, if you're winning races and killing the sport, that's, you know, that's a bit weird. I don't know how you'd write that. Well, it's a bad idea. If it was a bad idea, I would have told you it was a bad idea. But I have questions, which usually isn't a bad thing. Yeah, Mitch, but no, I'm just thinking gameplay-wise. Like, how would you make that work? Like, would you side with a team that had bad interests? You know, like I know it's a totally different thing, but let's say you, like, signed up for Raven West, right? Who are, like, your big bad in the more modern grid games. You're like, fuck it. Yeah, I'll do, like, a... Because you think RPGs that have multiple endings, you could still get, like, end-game gameplay, right? It's just the choices that you've made lead to the ending. Huge adrenaline rush. Again, dude, like, I get it. Right? I think anybody with a driver's license and an interest in racing has gone on the highway and went a little bit faster than their car should be going. Right? I get it. However, let's not, like, if that goes wrong, you're at best wrecking your own car, and at worst taking a car in front of you. You're collecting cars behind you that didn't have time to stop. Yeah, Karana, but, like, I feel like to do that, you'd have to intentionally play poorly. Like, you'd have to be bad on purpose, which is odd. Like, from an RPG sense, you can get a good or bad ending and still have, like, challenging gameplay where the idea is to defeat people and, like, whatever. In this context, it's like, well, I guess I'll just intentionally finish last, which just feels weird. I think if you're going to do it, like, maybe have it be teams that you sign with or, like, groups you align yourself with. Like I said, in Grid, you're running for your own team, but I think that the heel move would be to sign for Raven West and just be the next bastard. Just to, like, strip this conversation back to its basics, I would like to see a racing game with a good, decent driving model that tries with a plot. Granted, some of my favorite racing games, and I would argue a lot of yours, the plot is just like, hey, do you like car? Here's one. Go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a whole lot there in terms of storytelling and narrative and whatever, but it doesn't mean there can't be. It seems like the last couple of games I've played, either you get a story or a good video game. Like, one or the other. Either the game plays like dog shit and there's a story, or it plays great and there's nothing. I like story. The idea, Rob, especially like older games, is you're doing the story for yourself in your head. Like, for me at least, like, the idea of Need for Speed Underground 2 is like all the RP and stuff that I do in my head as a 10-year-old. Like, you're filling a lot of those gaps yourself. Stuff like this, even more so. That's like the progression, right? Like, you start out in a shit box, you slowly start getting faster cars, you slowly start making more money, and then you become God at the end. Where you have all the fastest cars, you have money to do whatever you want, like... I still have to play the run, man. Is the style also changed? Yeah, but that's normal. Like, even if you think of street racing in the 60s versus street racing in the 90s versus street racing in the 2000s, like, it's all different shit. And then you compare it to different parts of the world, too. Like, it changing isn't necessarily bad, but, like, the modern change now, and I think it's because cars are just so not relevant anymore. It's the things that they do, you know? Like, I think most people watching swimming clips don't particularly give a fuck on what you're driving. As long as there's, like, some sort of, like, BMW or Mercedes badge, I don't think people are going to go, hey, what model is that? Like, what have you done to it? Like, no, I disagree with that, Mitch. From what I've seen in Red, like, I'm sure there was old people shaking their fists at people doing street drifting in, like, industrial parking lots at 2 in the morning. But this is, like, the disregard for people's safety, not just the people driving. Like, I feel like if you start doing stupid shit on the road, on a public road, you've accepted, whether you know it or not, I could die right now. And I speak from experience. Every single time I put my foot down when I know I shouldn't, I'm like, I could get killed right now. Like, that's fine. Like, I accept it. I would rather that not happen. Yeah, but the gumball was its own thing. Like, it's not like an epidemic that's happening everywhere, and it's very common now. Yeah, listen, no. Buddy. Even Conjo, like, Conjo is just swimming. But it's still at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. The highways are quiet. They're not empty. They're quiet. A lot of the fucking with people is usually them fucking with cops. That's not new. Gumball is its own thing. I don't know about sidewalks, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying like the new brand of street racing is the first one to be unsafe. People have been dying for fucking decades, man, in street racing incidents. Like, this kids taking cars, going too fast and hitting things and not being alive anymore is not new. The culture around it and the acceptance around it is. I think. I think, like, I'm biased, but probably mid to, like, late 80s to mid 2000s was the, like, peak. People cared about cars, and the technology was actually, like, advancing pretty rapidly. And even then, like, think about how much pride Conjo people take in their car, right? Like, they all drive Civics. That's part of the bit. Gumball, like, a lot of reasons people go to a Gumball rally that aren't in it is to see cars being driven that are usually, like, trailer queens, like Ferrari F50s and Enzos, and I'm thinking of my era of Gumball, so, like, 575s and Murcielagos and Diablos. Like, those are usually cars you see at Cars and Coffee or in a museum, not fucking having the absolute shit driven out of them. And again, is passing cars on the shoulder on an interstate safe? Absolutely not. But if you've looked at, like, the density of a New York highway at rush hour versus an interstate, it's two different things. Yeah, Mitch, but you're also biased in the sense that you're interested in cars. Like, I'm extrapolating to what the average I like Fortnite and Travis Scott teenager is into. Do you fucking think a kid knows what a B-58 is? They know what BMW is, and maybe an i8. Or a M3 or an M5. They don't fucking know what engine's in there. The people driving them might, but the hundreds of thousands of people fucking with them on Instagram have no fucking idea. I got a pit suit. Yeah, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist. But on average. Yeah, you're just picking out what I'm putting down here. Like, how somebody could unironically watch somebody driving, like doing an Instagram live while weaving in and out of traffic and not go, you're a fucking loser? Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. Like, yeah, I got my phone in one hand, my hand in my driving in the other hand, and I'm weaving in and out of traffic at 75 miles an hour. Oh, what the fuck? I got passed? Oh, they must not have pit yet.
Boobies.
What's up, Flash? Come on, frame rate, you can do it. There's a big difference between what Ken did, though, and takeovers. Granted, I see your point. Because the last couple of Gymkhanas were based on city streets, right? So like, oh, I want to do donuts in the street too. But my counterpoint is I think if kids knew what Hoonigan was, they're already not what I'm talking about. Like, if you're aware of what Hoonigan was and who Ken Block was, you're already outside of the scope of who I'm talking about. That is already a niche of a niche. Yeah, I mean, the streets were technically closed when they filmed Fast and Furious, but that didn't stop people from leaving the theater and mock Jesus. It's because I'm at 6th, right? The frame rate's just killed me. No, I see where you're coming from. I don't know if I 100% fuck with it. Because, again, I think, like, if you watched Gymkhana and, like, actually fucked with Ken's content, not I watched Gymkhana once, right? Like, if you got into it, I think that you already aren't, like, what an average, air quotes, car enthusiast is in 2025. Like, you're already interacting with a niche of a niche of a niche, and I don't think, oh my good lord. I don't know if accepting's the right word, but, like, acknowledging motorsport. Oh my god, kill me! There's only 2 cars ahead, Xbox. It's like driving through soup. I'm at soup. What's up, Lith? Okay, we're back. Good lord. I get you, Mitch, but the people I'm talking about haven't even made it that far. They just see some kid weaving out of traffic on Instagram and go, I want to be that guy. Like, I'm talking about a generation past yours. Or before. Yeah, past yours. Like, these kids don't know any one person who ever held the wheel of a racing car. They just know people by their Instagram handles and maybe time trial times, because that's a thing that I didn't know until recently, that there's certain highways that people have, like, time trial times on. And certain times of day, because obviously there's more or less traffic. Yeah, that was one of the first games we 100%ed on the list. Pleasantly surprised, because that was one of the games that, like, I started and stopped pretty quickly. Yeah, dude, like, there's a whole documentary on that I watched on it, Mitch. It wasn't super long, but it was like, okay, well, this toll road or whatever. Yeah, that's not common. That's like, the people on Instagram don't give a shit about the times. That's more so for, like, the people doing it. I don't remember the name of the channel. It was like 6 months ago. Kirana also, like, it's a sports game at the end of the day. Like it's not, but it is. The idea of a sport is to win. So I see what you're saying, but, like, there has to be a way where you can still perform well in the game. Just restart a race. I mean, a lot of older racing games didn't have restarts or had limited restarts. F-Zero is the first one that springs to mind, that especially on hard difficulties, you have 2 resets if you're lucky. And if you fuck it up, you're fucked.
If you're a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what
it's running at the same frame rate, Gravy.
Dog cunts. a fucking VB long neck at 20 to 8 in the fucking
Okay,
ball.
I have an idea.
Get that up.
Bear with me. This would have to be an indie game, I think, 'cause it just feels like an indie game in my head. Racing game roguelike. Where you start from, like, scratch, and the minute you, like, finish, like, wherever you finish is where you finish. No resets, no retries. Yeah, oh, hey, but you're still trying to do as well as you can with that equipment. Like, even if you were playing the F1 game and your car is statistically dog shit, you're still going to try and finish, like... Oh, sorry, not dog shit. You're here, my bad. Cow shit? You're still trying to finish, like, 18th if you can, instead of 20th. With the initial description, is like, if I want to get the bad ending, I have to lose on purpose. Which, okay, but, like... That's lame. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like if it's a roguelike where you have no retries, no restarts, no nothing, and it's like a season in, 2 seasons in, and you're dog shit and you just lose, maybe. Like, it's not like this is a bad idea. I think it just needs polishing. I think it would work as a roguelike, and, not that it's important, but roguelikes are pretty popular right now. But, like, the idea, and it's like, I feel like a lot of racing games lack a lot of replayability, especially newer ones. Either they're games that you're meant to be playing over and over and over, aka, like, F1 games, iRacing, whatever, or you beat it once and you kind of experienced, maybe you can run through and use different cars, but... The idea is pretty well the same. Like, even if you play Gran Turismo 2 once a year, because there's a different way to go through it every time, it still is the same events, you know? Like... I have working frame rate again. But it'd be pretty sick to do, like, because you can add the narrative on top of it, right? Of like, hey, this whole motorsports thing is dying or whatever. Street culture or whatever, like car culture is changing. And if you don't succeed, then you just get game overed early. And then get kicked back to the start, and then you start all over again. Oh, that's sick. Oh, on eBay, okay. Slightly less sick, still cool. I thought you got it for free. Yeah, and if it's a plot ranging from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, you have a lot of cool cars you can have in it, both street cars and race cars. Yeah, you're right. End of an era is better than dying. I don't like dying. We just spent 26 minutes arguing about, you know, what the kids TM are into. So I think dying is kind of not the right term, but... Oh, if it's a roguelike, I would just say game over, you start from, like, race 1 again. Maybe just have different cars and track options, or, like, different career paths, like one's GT, one is, like, open wheel, one's more, like, you know, like different disciplines, maybe? I have a code? There's a code. I hear it. Like, the idea is you will game over a lot. different ways to get different ends. But that's where I'm stuck. Like, it seems if you want to get a different ending, you would have to, like, be bad on purpose. We did have, like, the idea of maybe you sign with the teams that have bad interests in mind. Or you follow, like, if you want to not be, like, track racing. If you follow the people that don't have the best interest in mind, or, like, the bad people. But with the way it was presented to me, sportsmanship, that's not enough, man. Look at NASCAR right now. Some of the most successful drivers in the sport ram people every 2 fucking weeks. I would have a hard time suspending my disbelief or suspending my belief. I'm like, oh, that guy's mean, but he wins everything. Guess it's everything's different now. Mitch, because you think that does not mean that, like, there is an entire global shift. I don't even disagree with you. That's a big ask. Also, this seems a lot like, this is starting to sound a lot like the system in Corvette Evolution GT, to be honest. Where if you drive like a helmet, you level up like your helmet parts. Places. Well, I mean, that's kind of different now, right? At least from my perspective, as somebody who enjoys racing games of every flavor, unless you're into Sims, it's been rough out there. It's been real rough. Even like the Simcades, like GT7 was... I know people have opinions on it, but bad's not a word I would use. Even, like, full-blown arcade games. Like, Mario Kart World's in a rough state right now because Nintendo's being Nintendo about it. Like, you're playing our game, but not in the way we would like you to. Thanks. Fucking little weirdos. I watched a video last night, Lith. That's Balderdash. That's a load of hooey. What they meant is that a track will sometimes now show up, maybe. Yeah, I don't play Mario Kart World because I don't have $1,000 for a Switch 2, but I follow a bunch of guys who do. I follow a bunch of YouTubers, like Mario Kart YouTubers. That is true. Like, there's a bubble burst coming. And as much as I kind of don't want to ride that out, because I'd like my hobby to be relevant forever, I think it's time now. Something's got to change big. Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, Knockout Tour does that. Knockout Tour, the way they did it is so fucking ass backwards. Like, it doesn't make any sense. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm about to soapbox here for a minute. The new Mario Kart World, a lot of the races is between location to location. So let's say like Mario Kart Circuit to Airship Fortress. And you drive from one track to the other through the open world. That's cool. I fuck with that heavy. For single player, and they have Knockout Tour, where you start with 24, and then every checkpoint you lose like 4 players until you get to the final 4. And the final 4 do 1 lap of the racetrack. Whoever wins, wins. That shouldn't be the main online game mode. That shouldn't be the main game mode, period. And even then, I'm saying, knockout tours, that sounds fucking cool. There's like 200, what's it called? There's 200 possible routes. Wrong. Knockout tour, there's 8. 8 of them. And you just play them over and over and over and over and over again. I've watched people stream it where they get the same rally like 4 fucking times in a row. When there could be 200 of them. No, 8. You have a mode for this, and you went, nah. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, and Oh Hey raises a great point, because there is 200 different intermissions. Half of them are literally just a straight line. Like, I don't mean very boring. I mean, if you look at the map, it's the track you started at, a straight fucking line, and then the track that you end at. Also, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if you get to the new track and then race 3 laps. Wrong. It's 1 lap. I don't know if any of you guys have played Mario Kart before, but the laps are like a minute, sometimes under a minute, way under a minute, actually, like 30 seconds. So you do all this fucking busy work to get to a track where they have all these cool new mechanics where you can jump off of shit and like kick flip off a fucking rail or whatever, and 20 seconds. Stupid. Like, dumb as fuck. Like, I'll say one of the coolest things they've done, Lith, is take like all the SNES tracks from Mario Kart Circuit and then put them as one track. That's dope as fuck. They did it with Vanilla Lake, I think, is the spooky tracks from the SNES game. That's fucking awesome, and I don't know why they didn't think of doing that before. However, it's 1 lap. Idiots! Fuck! Like, yeah, it's basically like, what if Baby Park was interesting? Oh, hey, I don't know how else to word it. Because it is just like a hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. But, like, there's jumps and different routes, and, like, you could take a rail, or you could do trick boosts. Like, it's not... Yeah, it's... Yeah, it is a simple layout, but there's a lot of shit in between. PK, I get it. I know why they're doing it, but whenever has forcing your player base to do something they're not particularly interested in doing worked? When has that ever worked? Again, I watch dudes that, like... I shouldn't say dudes. I watch people, like, who stream and play Mario Kart World all the time. And when the game came out, keep in mind, it came with your Switch too. It was like Uno. It came with your Xbox. So many people... 24-player rooms constantly. Now they can't even get, like, 16. Because people have just given up and gone to Discords to play the game how they want to play it. Oh, they got I think we have the Cobra already. We do. Oh! I was warned about this. But I think because we have the GT40, this should be easy. But we'll see what happens. Unless this isn't the only race at Laguna Seca. People said the endurance race at Laguna was going to be rough, but I would imagine there's a different one. It's not just this one. What's up, Nix? Good evening. Welcome to Discourse. Some tour through space. I mean, it depends. Like, the Rainbow Road in the new game is so different, and every section feels totally different. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it is this one. Okay. I looked at the fucking Opponents. Oh, now they're there. Oh, maybe I just can't read. Maybe I just don't know how to read. That's also possible. I didn't see the 330 or the GT40 in this, and now they're there, so I don't... Oh, hey, the playstyle of Knockout Tour is also totally different. Because you can't just sit at the back, fuck around. Like, you do have to try to stay towards the front. So it makes a lot of those, like, boring sections where it's just straight line water a lot more interesting. If it's just a race, the strat literally is just to sit at the back and fuck around. And then when you start the lap of the track that you get to, then you burst to the front and win. So if your race is 5 minutes long and you spend 4 of it doing nothing, I'm not taking chances. I was warned about this. No, that's absolutely what it is. And like they added in all this new tech with the new game that you cannot use in the intermissions. There's no rails, really. There's no shortcuts. Our shortcut or TWD have a good video on it. But either there's no rails, there's no jumps, there's nothing. It literally is either you're just in the water going, or the shortcuts are so huge there literally is no point trying to stay at the front. Because you just get Mario Karted. Oh, they have to be unmodified, right? Fuck. I thought it was... Why would you even... This is so weird. Why would you not just make it a single make? I like N64s in Deluxe, because I like N64, but going back to play the N64 Rainbow Road, you're like, yeah. This was wicked when I was a kid, but there is a whole lot of jack shit going on. All right, Zoomers, you have a point, unfortunately. I also like the SNES one, too, because it was, like, the first instance of, like, if you... In any Mario Kart where if you fuck up, you just die. Like... Everyone's doing well. I'm a little stressed out for this weekend. There's a lot of shit going on in the next, like, 3 weeks, but I am not currently thinking about it. Yeah, unfortunately, all the SNES tracks, like, the SNES game, period, aged like milk, but... That is a beast I'd like to conquer one day, is beating OG Mario Kart on hardware. Because it's genuinely really fucking hard. I don't think I've ever done it. I didn't play the Wii game as a kid very much either because I just assumed it was only motion control. After having played it recently, the Wii game might be the better one. It seems like there's a good balance of mechanic. I know like bikes kind of break everything, but it seems like it's a good balance of mechanics. Items are good. The track selection's great. There's old and retro tracks and new tracks. It's a good video game. I used to play the online on emulator. There's like a mod pack that I installed. And then I got bored and never played it. I haven't played it in a while. Also, everyone who plays online Mario Kart, Wii to this day is nuts. And like, will beat the tar out of you. I think N64 will always be my favorite, but I'm also, like, totally willing to say it's just because of nostalgia. I think mechanically and, like, how it plays, it hasn't aged great, but I would still love playing it even to this day, just in short bursts. Especially as an alcohol enjoyer, having a couple drinks with friends who also all played that game as a kid. Good shit. I see why everyone was warning me about... the AI is still on medium, by the way. That has not changed. I liked the GameCube one a lot growing up, but the GameCube power-ups aren't as good as I remember, especially a lot of the good ones being locked to characters. That's interesting, but I don't think it's, like, aged great. Not that it's bad, I just don't think I like it now and as much as I used to. Oh my god, I haven't made one corner yet. Alright, I'm gonna give this 6 laps before I give up and switch to easy. I so don't fucking care anymore, like... With how broken the PI system is, I would guarantee that the Ferrari is just, like, the stronger car out of the two. And because the AI are using both ABS and traction control, like, I can't do what they're doing. And they have their fucking superpowers, too. It's not just the assists. Oh yeah, the structure of tracks in World's kind of weird, huh? Oh, okay, so the GT is catching the Ferrari. Okay. And I'm slowly... Okay, this is going to be close. Like, it's going to be a race I have to pay attention. But... I think I'm just driving really bad. Was that a car? What the fuck? It was. Oh, no. No, there's third places or fourth places in that. Corkscrew. I thought I saw a car parked on the right side. It's like, how'd that even happen? Yeah, I was warned about this. So the laps, it's not that bad. Like, every race is like 30 to 40 minutes. For endurances, that's nothing. But that's a lot of time to, like... It looks like the race between the top 3 is going to be pretty close. That's a lot of time to fuck that up. And that's a lot of time, like, people in chat were like, hey, like, I was winning the race and then got punted on the last lap by the AI because they're stupid. I just assumed there was going to be a second Laguna Seca race with race cars. Like modern race cars, not S-Class stuff. I picked up 1.3 seconds. I'm still a second behind. Medium difficulty, by the way. I would have loved to seen what the response was, because I don't think it's like me playing on 360 is why the AI is so weird. I would have loved to have seen what the reaction was at the time. Well, to be fair, a lot of people were playing this game online a lot and then just like chipping away at the career. So I don't know if anybody sat down and did it all in one shot like I'm doing, really. All in one shot, he says. When my internet spent most of the time playing through this game disintegrating, but... Game packs existed. There has to be, like, guides and stuff. There's some championships and races that just generally don't feel possible unless you know what you're doing. Like, again, you're like, I don't mean like me or you that is interested in racing games, because you can just flick the difficulty down to easy, take the ego hit, and go, the game's fucked. But imagine you're just like John, video game player. I don't think that. I think all the fuel is based on time and laps. I don't think it's actually based on like engine and whatever. We used a V8 GTO in the C-Class race, and we're burning fuel at the same rate as everybody else. We used a 3-rotor, which I thought was going to be terrible on gas, and yeah, no, I think it's just time-based. It's 2005. I think it was a big ask to have, like, oh, this car has a bigger engine, therefore... Oh, shit. Like, again, imagine you're just playing on medium, and look, you guys watched the other 2 or 3 endurances I did already, where we just smoked the AI and beat them by, like, we almost lapped the field. Which, if you've ever played Gran Turismo, it's kind of how I expect endurances to go. You get into a rhythm, you pull away, and then just don't hit anything. The Ferrari is actively pulling away from me. Granted, that wasn't my best work, but that's 1 bad lap out of 6. And the car in front of me is the exact same car, and they're all unmodified, so it's not like it's upgraded. AI don't upgrade their cars in this game. Well, not supposed to. That didn't come until the more modern games. Ooh, the lap traffic might actually help us. I feel like the AI are really dumb when they're around other AI. When they're alone, they're, especially on tracks they're good at, they're just fast. If the horse game is still relevant during the streamathon, you guys fucking win. Okay? I'm so curious now. I've not seen anything other than horse game, horse game, horse game. I don't know what it's about. Other than it's like anime girls that are representing like real life racehorses. Like, I don't know like what the actual gameplay is like or anything like that. If in a month or so this game is still relevant, you win. I'll try it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna be stuck in that chair for a month anyway, so like... Yeah, that's my dog. So we'll cut through traffic 3 times? About being generous. Skelly, I don't think it's gonna go as long as the first one did. If it does, I'm gonna make a ton of money. So I'm not like I'm gonna be upset about it, but I think the first one was like the lightning in a bottle. I think the joke is not gonna be as funny the second time. Again, if it is, oh no, don't send me hundreds of dollars. Shoot. Don't fiscally change my life. No, don't do that. But I think maybe 2 weeks, maybe not even that long. Especially too, like, I don't think a lot of people are throwing money around as like they used to, even 2 years ago. But I've been kind of saying, hey, we're going to do this for a couple months now, so maybe there's some people lying in wait. I was surprised. I didn't expect a lot of the single dollar, like a single donation amounts that we got last time. That was fucking nuts. That was crazy. I'm mentally prepared for it to go another 3 months, but I don't think it will. I have cleared my schedule and warned my parents. I'm not changing anything. In terms of, like, do I remember? No. But in terms of, like, how far, like, a donation got you versus a sub or whatever, it'll all be exactly the same. So if I change the parameters, it doesn't feel the same, right? Like, if I get stuck in this fucking chair for 3 months, darn shoot, who cares? That's the bit. I will miss jerking off, but, you know, sacrifices and the sort. And it's going to be September, so it's going to be the wombo combo. Like, I know what I'm getting into. Flash, it's funny, like, every one of my friends' subathons that I've ever watched always ends up going down to a point where it's like 2 people dragging the stream along, and it's really funny. Like, everybody else is like, hey, I did my big donation, woohoo, congratulations, and there's 2 people like, oh, you thought you were fucking done? You thought you were fucking done, huh? But, like, all the ratios for everything will be exactly the same. Because we got a record to beat. 81 days, I think. So that's not counting the days I was gone. I was only counting, like, whenever I changed the title of the stream, was the only days where I was actually there. So it's 2.5 months total. Obviously, in real time, it went longer because I was gone for a week for DreamHack and, like, other things, but... I didn't get it, T-Boy. I'm also trying to catch this Ferrari that really does not want to be caught right now. It's really tricky, because if I try to brake late, I'll just fucking die. And then obviously you lose way more time, but if I brake, I gotta try to go a little bit faster, because the Ferrari's taking the fuck off. Oh, I got it. Is this... No. It's the 250. Chat? I might try and make it on no pits. We're just over halfway on fuel. If the 330 pits, I think we have to stay out. It depends on what happens. If I end up getting past it, then if it pits, we pit, obviously. And I don't think this game simulates, like, short shifting or anything, so we just got to keep going and hope we don't run out. My other plan was to pit right now. But I'd rather know, like, what the gap is legit, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh, he put him in the grass. Team America. Oh, my God, he's out there. All right. For the next 15 minutes, play, like... in the background, play, like, Most Wanted Pursuit music for yourselves. So that's basically what this is going to be. Thank you, Corvette Stingray. Actually, if you want to block him again, I'll send you $20. Not adjusting for inflation. Yeah! That's my dog right there. All right, I got to keep an eye on car behind, and if the... Yeah, there he is. He's gone now. It's not over by a long shot. I can't just block him, because the AI is ruthless and will just kill me. I can absolutely give him a hard time, but I can't just block him. And if the more I block him, I'll slow us both down, and the other GT will catch us. If I could just hold him at this distance... Again, it all depends on whether he pits or not. If he doesn't pit, then, you know, nothing changes. But if he pits, I'm leading. I'd have to pit now. If I was second place, I'd say, fuck it, let's stay out and see what happens. Even if I run out, like, here, we'll have a huge gap. Keenan. Okay, here we go. I think if we catch that kind of wad of lap traffic again, too, we're so much faster in this car, it'll be my advantage. Because I think the AI get really silly around lap traffic. Like, they just don't know what to do. That was close. Okay, here comes the part I was not looking forward to. That was the best thing that could have happened. If he stays out, I have to stay out. If that Ferrari doesn't pit, we're fucked. I can't chance it. I have to pit in reaction too. The only thing giving me hope right now is that I can, like, physically block and keep him behind. And when we hit lap traffic, I'll be much quicker through it. I cannot pit. I have to wait until the Ferrari pits. And even then, like, the idea is to look behind coming into the last corner and see him going shallow and react. A lot of the newer Gran Turismos are, like, really good in terms of where you can save fuel and tire strategy and stuff. Like, against the AI, there's a lot of... I'm sure Mitchell Wallace is typing. Against the AI, there's a lot of banger races you can do in GT7. Where if you could either one-stop it or save fuel, but you have to commit to saving fuel... Fuck. You have to commit to saving fuel basically immediately. Alright, what do we do? I'm slightly over a quarter tank. I gotta pit, eh? I'm not gonna make it. That's the worst thing that could have happened. Yeah, I saw that, but I have to pit, right? Like, I'm not gonna make it. I can't open up a more detailed fuel number either. No, I watched him pit. I'm gonna pause coming out of the next corner, not this one. Tires are dying too. Okay, so I'm 15 laps. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5, 6, 7. Hey, Google, what's a quarter of 22? We'll be 2 laps short, rough math. I'm slightly over a quarter tank right now, but either we'll just make it, but the Ferrari could possibly catch us on pace now because my tires are fucked. I got no choice. If we fail, we can try it. Next time, the no pit. But there's no way I can save fuel, I think. There goes the other GT. There goes the Dino we just passed. Still ahead of the Ferrari. Come on, come on, come on. That's it right there. Come on, get me out of here. Enjoy Catboy Simulator. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, he got blocked by the Porsche. Yeah, fuck that guy. Woo! Checks in the mail, brother! Catboy, I thought you were a fox, dude. I am the one who meows here, pal. Oh, is he still stuck? I'm gonna come. Oh my god. I am going to shoot ropes. Is this another chat warns me of a very difficult race and I win first try with minimal difficulty? Keep in mind I am playing on Goober difficulty, so like that helps. If this was on hard, I would have uninstalled a game that's on disc by now. All right, Dino. Thank you. That's in-game frames, that's fine. Holy fuck, we got a huge lead now. I think he's still stuck behind that Porsche. That's too far to tell now. Yeah. The other Ford pit. What's the gap? Oh, it doesn't help when I fuck that corner. Oh yeah, we have a huge lead. Did he pit for damage? Oh, we're good. 15 seconds. We frauded it. Holy shit. That's really funny. I don't know if he got giga stuck or had to pit again because of damage repair. I really hope this race has a replay and we can get scrubbed through it. I need to know what happened. It's not over yet. He's still losing time. It's not over yet. I still have to, like, not flub because I can absolutely lose with how hard it is to get these to stop. I can absolutely lose 15 seconds in one incident, especially if we hit something and get damage. But even if I, like, run a second slower per lap, we should be good. Yeah, it's whatever it is. He's out of it now because it's 18. It's holding 18. Yeah, he will gain. That's fine. I will admit, if I do win this first try, chat, this was lucky. There's a lot of like games that I've played that a lot of you have, and I appreciate it, warned me about particularly difficult races that I've absolutely just like barnstormed through and never had any trouble, and was really confused as to why people were like, this is really hard, you should be careful. I understand why I was warned about this one. And I think if I wouldn't have got lucky with traffic, it would have been a fucking dogfight towards the end. Because I was only clear about 2 car lengths, and I only had to block that Ferrari for about 2 laps and was still having trouble. Color of my shorts. Currently blue, I think. Yeah, next time Porsche does a stream, which I think they might be doing for Road America this weekend, I need everybody to go in there and just say thanks for the block and not really explain why, and it'd be really funny. Like, to me and me alone, but... And maybe the admin. It's a good thing I'm recording, EH. I'm just trying not to do anything stupid. I really don't want to lose 35 minutes of my life. Oh, shit. I still want to do a little bit of Creator Series practice, too. Oh, what am I doing? Because it's allegedly going to rain, so I'll do a little bit of warm-up and dry again, and then kind of guesstimate the wetness. Oh, they know who we are, Flash. That's not a secret. Also, without... I don't know if we're allowed to say it, but we know who the admins are. And I don't mean, like, I'm aware, like, they could be in this very room. I don't think they're streaming right now. This would be a weird time. There's, like, nothing going on right now. At 10:42 Eastern on a weeknight? I don't think so. I think they're doing in-car this weekend from Road America. Other than like the weird Saudi esports shit, which I feel like is like a legal obligation, they do stream a lot of cool shit. Not that I have to give Porsche a shout out, but basically anytime the 963 races, they try to do a in-car broadcast, and they do it on Twitch too, which I think is cool. They do a lot of the regional Porsche Super Cup esports, like Canada and whatever. I think they did Canada at least for a season. I can tell I'm focused because I just had like I cried a tear. Yeah, okay, so I was right. I've got a friend request on Discord from somebody specifically, Skelly, and I feel like that's what it's about, and I can't help him. We have Knoxville on Saturday. That's going to take all day. Unless it's just for, like, friendship purposes, then that's fine, but I got a random friend request today, and I was like, uh-oh. If it's, hey, can you do the thing? I'm like, that answer is no. Oh, I'm sweating. Tank, I'm going to tell Els that tomorrow, and she's going to not know the reference and think I'm really funny. Like, pace lap for Creator Series. We're like, all right, everybody, remember, Waffalo. We are friends, and friends love each other. Each other's 2 words, as I found out. Okay. Hey, I don't know. I think he's just being friendly. Or has something else to ask. Because there is that group chat, right? If he needed someone to cover, I feel like he would have put it there. And I've been, like, the least reliable person. Granted, I've been busy with other shit, so... Okay. There's the green Porsche. I do think that he wrecked the green Porsche. Why would he be this far back? Oh, and the rear is damaged. Something happened. Something else. It's not Justin. I think his online handle is part of his name, so I just again, I'm just being careful. Yeah, I see the friend request. I haven't done anything about it yet. I don't even know what his day job thing is. Oh, that wasn't on. That was not. Oh.
Holy shit!
Yeet. Let's go, Arrow.
All right, thank you, Zippy. Thanks for the resub as well. Hope you're having a good night. Our odd motorcycle enthusiast. Odd compliment. I mean that in a nice way. Yeah, pants are a little brown now. I had to do that. Well, I didn't. I have like a 10-second lead, but I didn't want to get stuck behind from multiple corners. I'm like, I gotta go now. Oh, he's stuck now. My hands are cramping. Oh, well, I guess I could just drive without my gloves. My gloves, I forgot my gloves in the washer last night, and they can't be put in the dryer. Like a 10-second lead? Okay. I need to make sure I have a lead before I do something stupid. Thank you, Stream Deck. You fucking suck. There you go. Oh, I can't view the replay. I need to see what happened. I need to see what happened. Oh, shit. There's no... Okay, we might not know what happened. We might not find out what happened. There is no skip ahead feature. There is no way to... you can change camera. You can exit. There's your fucking telemetry, you assholes. Oh, hold on. So these are stock cars, right? You want to do a little fact-finding with twitch.tv/Aeroteq? So in a straight line, we're getting... Ooh, the torque curve is really... So 483. Here's the other GT and their inputs. It's less power? It's so stabby, I can't see it.
I'm feeling better after reducing my abs to painful hamburger with a long motorcycle trip to a car meet to see some friends.
All right. I'm really glad you you clarified there. It's about the same. You might have like a horsepower more than me. I think. Look at the steering. I think that's the cheese. Like how smooth the counter steering is. I don't think that's possible. Oh, and the braking. Like, that's also not possible. I'm sure if you wanted to look at friction, suspension... Like, this is cool. I wish you could do this in the race like you can in every other game. Yeah, we can't skip ahead, unfortunately. The Ferrari got a... Oh, yeah, the Ferrari finished third. Something happened. Something happened back there. Can't hug the top. What's up, dude? Yeah, I heard abs hamburger and went. But no, that's cool. Yuck. I had to pee here in a minute. Maybe one more? I don't have time for one more. I do need to do a little bit of Sebring wet practice tonight. Again, oh shit. Oh, I can't show you. On the FD stream this year. Oh, yeah, I didn't go. Yeah, I went to New Jersey last year, but with the current political state of Canada versus US, I've been like, limiting my trips down south. So I saw that and the time of year it was, and went, maybe not. Maybe not this time. Maybe next year. Thank you, Mitch. Els did, I posted it in Discord, but I don't remember. Where's my button? Els posted this in Discord. And on Instagram, because she's a fiend. I'd love to go back to Atlanta, though, Casey. I miss Atlanta, period, even if it's not for FD. And I would imagine if that happens, I'll let you know. Who's this? Someone joined the... Oh, this was the 26th this person joined. No mutual friends. What looks like an AI or NFT. That's always good. I usually just don't give them roles. Here. Els. Shots of whiskey. Dude, if I go back to FD, I'm making margaritas on the back of the golf cart again. I'm going to buy like one of those shitty like Walmart blenders. We're going to be drinking good. It's too fucking hot. Even at New Jersey, it was disgusting. So this is the poster that she sent to her. I don't know if she did it or her editor did it. But this is the poster that she had sent. And this is what we got back. This is, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, because this is a compliment for me. This sucks. This is hilarious. In the comment section of her Instagram post, we just keep throwing movie references back and forth. Like, it's stupid. Yeah, Bandit Collective is Lamp put it together. Where, oh, I don't have a... Oh, that's nice. Member since January 2025. No mutual friends. I'm going to ignore that. A woman. There we go. That's accepted that one. Did she send me a message? No. Okay, it's just the timing of the friend request. But yeah, Lamp made it and then just invited a bunch of content creators he likes. Ignoring women, fucked up. I thought that's how it worked. Like, you just ignore them until they talk to you a lot and then you're in. I don't understand. I'm just a fan. I don't know. Right. Okay, back to Xbox. I'm going to see how many we've already done and then go from there. You might be a lesbian. No shit. I don't think I can be. If I was a woman, I'd be a disaster. If we're more than 5 through, I'm going to park it for the night. What track is it? I have the car. Open to the... I'm assuming it's spec. Oh, it's the cool one, too. What track is it? I have to pee. As long as it's not like the Nürburgring. Oh, yeah, we'll walk them. They suck here. We'll do it. And we'll do a little bit. I gotta wake up, like, relatively early tomorrow. I am gonna pee really quickly. I'll be right back. I might splash some water on my face, too. It's not super hot down here, but it's hot enough to where I'm perspiring. Also, I did cardio today. Already feel sticky and not in the fun way. Cool. I'm not stupid.
No tires, just gas.
Are you allergic to peanuts? Unlucky. There's nothing you can do about that, eh? You're just fucked. There's no pill or whatever. Like, you'll just die. I'm not being like... I'm being genuine. I'm sorry. I don't fully understand how a peanut allergy works. But I would imagine it's like any other allergy. Tank catapult, assuming dick and balls are the same thing. Educate yourself, you Philistine. Are you, like, no kids in your class were allowed to have peanuts for lunch allergic? Or, like, just can't eat them? Is that a glorp emote? That's adorable. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Did that make school a little bit rougher than it needed to be? I know we definitely had a kid in our school that had peanut allergies that bad, and it was not good for him. Had no friends. Yeah, kids are mean. I'd love to be like, ha, but I was definitely one of those kids. Are you fucking no peanut having ass bitch? Like, can't even have a granola bar because your body's stupid bitch. Like, that was me. I was that guy. In case you ask, I would imagine probably that's not, like, don't do it all the time, but. Fortunately, my 25... Is he just saying he's bisexual? Is that how that works? Tank, no, we need Kami's life to be, like, constantly, not in turmoil, but, like, calamity. Like, I hope the bad things, like your pipes bursting or, like, getting attacked by bees doesn't happen regularly, but it seems like at least twice a week something wacky happens in your world. And it gives me a lot of peace. Yeah. I wish all the turmoil would sort itself out, but what did we learn? Don't keep the dog toothpaste with the people toothpaste. I'd imagine that's not bad, right? It's probably pretty similar. Like, I bet dogs can't have, like, fluoride or whatever, but actually, I'm sure somebody on Reddit has opinions about something like this. Also, this car is sick to drive. It's rear-engined and, like, wiggly and soft, so, like, all the snap oversteer is really slow. Man, as much shit, and I think rightfully so, that I've given this game on Endgame, they nailed the driving model like nobody had. Like, even GT4 is really good, but if you're coming from GT3, it's really intimidating. And with the way the camera moves, everything's very snappy. GT's tires aren't the best. Like, they're not bad, especially considering it's 2005, but... What did you say, Mitch? Something beggars choosers, something economy? I really hope they don't blow up San Diego. I'm going there soon. $18 laps. I mean, you had like a frame to look at it, Steam, so I'm not worried. San Diego NASCAR. I'm not going there for NASCAR. Actually, you know what? I should go like to a Watkins Glen race or something. Because you can camp, right? So I have a tent. I like camping when it's not at a campground. You know what I mean? Like, you're just sleeping in a tent and drinking beer. Like, I like that. Rules and regulations. I mean more so like in terms of how it drives. So if you went from Gran Turismo 3 to Gran Turismo 4, and this isn't bad, it's just a huge jump in realism. Like, a huge jump. It's not all the way there yet, per se, but, like, holy fucking moly. As a kid, I, like, rage quit GT4, and I was stupid good at GT3. It's just a totally different beast. No, I'm not talking about car class. I miss GT4 and iRacing, actually, but I might actually be that. I might run GT3 instead. It seems like there's more GT3 without being multi-class to drive. There's more cars. And because it's a slightly more popular class, the cars are a bit more even. But not by much. There is still, like, the McLaren is still the better car in the dry, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, like, if you played Gran Turismo 3, got used to it, and immediately jumped to GT4, it's a different game. I think my only real complaint, and it's just, this is like 20 years down the line complaining, and I'm going off of memory, the tire model in GT4 is a bit hard and, like, icy, which is something they kind of been known for forever. Like, their tires just don't feel like as tire-y. It's really hard to explain. Especially if you've driven both on a wheel, you'd understand what I mean. Forza's always been good at tires. They've always been good at tires and suspension. The way the cars move, bounce, and lean has always been really nice. Like, if my perfect simcade is take Forza's driving and Gran Turismo's literally everything else. Especially on controller. I don't know about wheel, because Forza's always somehow fucked that up, but... Well, I say that. The new game's apparently pretty good on a wheel, or decent on a wheel, but I digress. Perfect simcade is McKee. Nah, I think you can do better than that. I think you could do better than that. I will say I heard a GT4 Mustang with my own ears, and I think I've been erect ever since. Simlia, there you go. Fox question? Forget what animal he is. I only remember because you repost art of two lesbians. Or lesbians, I guess. And one of them's a dog, so like, oh yeah, I know who's doing this. Baba Boy. That is true. Oh, fuck, there's... At the end of this month... If I say... you guys probably don't know who Joey is, but there's somebody who gets me into all the Roush events. On iRacing, and he's part of our broadcast team, Joey Atterbury. Him and Joe Peak have been doing Porsche stuff IRL, and there's a race at the end of the month at Watkins Glen at August, and he's like, you should come out. I would love to meet you. We'll have some fun. You can shake some hands and meet some people. And I was like, holy fuck, that seems incredible. But now we might be going to Chicago like the week after, so I don't know if that makes sense to like spend 2 weeks in America. I can't afford to do that. I don't want to be away from you guys that long either. It kind of sucks too that like my internet is better, and now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna travel now for the next 2 months. But Streamathon's on the horizon, I guess. So you have no idea, oh hey, like you have. I've tried to convey over the course of the week when the internet was like, when I was checking the stats and whatever, like to start a stream now and not have to run server tests before, to have ideas of like, oh, maybe I'll do that on the weekend, you know? Or like, oh, maybe I'll do that day and not have to like come up with a backup plan if the internet's fucked and I want to at least feel productive during the day. Like, I really wish I could convey to you what that means to me. Like, I've been getting a bunch of emails from indie devs, I would assume they're PR companies, giving me game codes to play. I'm like, well, I don't have time to play those because I need to get through this fucking game, and I want to do this stuff, and I only have, like, 2 days a week to do it, and whatever. Like, Creator Series 2, doing half a fucking Creator Series season without being able to stream, felt like demoralizing. Like, it was so awful. I try not to stream on Tuesdays because that's coke. My days off are Monday, Tuesday. Usually this week we didn't have coke, so I was like, well, I'll take an extra day. And I needed to get the rally done, so. Oh, is it this coming Tuesday, you mean, or next Tuesday? Because next Tuesday I might actually be around. Yeah, I don't know what day my iRacing day is going to be. I don't want to start it. I don't want to do officials too late in the week. Because that sucks. Because everybody's, like, driven the track for 4 fucking days, and I just get the shit kicked out of me. Like, it's awful. But also, I need to keep Tuesdays open for the Coke Series, at least till the Coke Series is over. I want to keep 2 days together as days off, so Monday, Tuesday seems like 2 good days. No, there'll be Coke Series. It's Pocono too, so it's a big show. Also, I'm just gonna yap for a second. Like, I haven't been doing that already, but I feel like this isn't relevant to you guys. I'm just like thinking about it and throwing it around in my head. I don't want to be an iRacing streamer. I kind of like what we do right now, which is everything. Like, obviously, yes, we are racing games, and a lot of that is Sims. I know somebody's gonna set me on fire for even remotely considering EAWRC to be a sim. It's pretty close. I'll put it that way. And I'm going to a sim gaming expo. Maybe. I got a week to figure that out now. So the longer I wait, the worse it's going to be. But I don't, like, there's a lot of people who stream iRacing, that's all they do. I would actually probably have quit streaming by now. I don't know how you play one game every day, and especially like an online multiplayer game where realistically at least once a day you're gonna get upset. Once a day something stupid's gonna happen and you're gonna get, like, maybe not like angry, you know what I mean, but like, I don't know how people like fucking Daniel and shit do it. Like, I all the credit in the world. This isn't like a shot, but I don't know how they fucking do it, man. I mean, GT4 is still homologated. Like, it's... And, like, balance of performance. Well, not even Mitch. Like, I've seen a lot of these streamers, and I'm not going to call anybody out by name, try different games, and it does not work. Even different sims. Like, they'll try playing, like, Le Mans Ultimate or something, and people just don't care. Which is your prerogative. Like, if I play a game that you guys don't want to watch, I hope you're not feeling inclined to watch it. That's kind of stupid. Right? Like, that's kind of dumb. But, oh, we're going to take a break from iRacing this week, and your whole fucking audience just like, all right, peace. Oh, you know? I like that we do a bunch of different shit. Like, I do want to do more iRacing, with especially how involved I am with the company and everything, but, like, more than twice a week's crazy. So, like I was going to sign up to some off-road leagues, and I didn't. I was going to sign up for NLR's, like, GR86 league, and I chose not to. So a lot of the races weren't being broadcasted, so I was kind of like, eh. After being an only Forza person, I will never be a one-game content creator ever again. Oh yeah, like there's gonna be weeks too where like I pick one game and stick with it. Like, on that topic, like, I want to do a week of Ringmeister races. Obviously, it's going to be part of the streamathon. I think it's a stretch goal to hit. And if we hit it, I'm calling it Face Your Fears, because the Nürburgring scares me. To race at. Not to drive. I pit way early. Not to drive, but to race at. So to face my fears, I'm going to do a week of Ringmeister. I'll just pick a week where it's a car track or a car I like, and then stick with it. But yeah, and like when I'm trying to finish this Let's Play, so we're doing a lot of Forza right now. But I don't know. I don't think I could ever go back to that. There are weeks too where like it's a good car track combo, and I have a day where I'm like, I think I could have done better, and I'll go back. And usually it's worse. Usually it's worse the second day. At least the last couple times I've done it. Suzuka and Road Atlanta GT4 from last season. Second day did not go great for me. First day should have just cut and run after the first day. I don't know. I'm getting sappy. I just love you guys a lot. I have a lot of... I'm scared to make friends in this community. I said this last night. Because a lot of people I've been friends with over the last 15 years in content have either just, like, gotten popular and just not talked to me ever again, or have ended up being a creep. And that's using the word lightly. But a lot of the people that I watch, like, I have such a fucking awesome community of people here. I'm so lucky. As it turns out, if you just make enough dick jokes. I used to love doing that in Forza Neon. Like, just for fun. I did, like realistic track cars. Where obviously, like, Forza's class system, you would build something to C, B, A, whatever, but... oh... I didn't think I'd close up that early. Hold on. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, I didn't think I forgot, like, I knew they braked heavy there. I didn't think it was that heavy. They all have to pit still. We got this. Being ignorant. I don't know if I'd go that far. There's a lot of stuff in Gran Turismo already. It is kind of weird considering they do have, what, 2 ovals? 3? What's up, Paula? Hello. I don't know. You guys are cool. We had an awesome fucking hypothetical conversation today, again, where we agreed or disagreed and, like, talked out our points like adults. Nobody got mad at each other. Even if it's like a Gran Turismo, like, unbranded stock car, you know, that would make sense. I say it at the end of every stream. I'll stop being a goob, but I love you guys a lot. I wouldn't be able to do what I do for a living if it wasn't for people watching and people supporting me and hanging out and whatever. So I feel like I don't say it enough, but I probably do say it quite a bit. I am one of the most fortunate people in this, like, racing game. I don't know what you'd call it, like Venn diagram, where my community's cool as fuck, intelligent, accepting. I had this thought when I went to the bathroom too, like, there's so many different people here from so many different, like, micro communities that all feel like they have a place to hang out and feel safe. You know, I've been to other, like, retro racing game streamers, and some of their chats are fucking insufferable. I've been to sim racing streamers chats where, like, a lot of people are super elitist and, like, irritating to listen to, like. I feel very lucky every day. I get to get a minute to reflect and just like, fuck, man. Like, everyone here's so goddamn cool. And then there's me. Oh, every time. I know what the hole and flash hole is for. It's the pee hole. Aaron, I feel a lot of, like, a relief, too, when I, like, stop talking for a bit. Like, if I'm doing iRacing or whatever, and I stop talking, and I look down, and you guys are, like, talking about something completely different. I feel like that would bother a lot of streamers. Like, no, I lead the conversation. Which I guess I understand. I kind of get it, not fully. Oh, I'm the biggest fucking loser here, Weasel. That's why you guys watch me. I'm like half joking. I don't mean loser in a bad way. I've accepted my my fate. We have a really good community of people, Aaron. Like, I'm just going off of what I've seen my colleagues deal with. Like, I've seen a lot of retro racing game streams where it's just like the chats are just nonsense. Like nobody's saying anything of relevance. They're all just making the same 5 stupid jokes over and over and shit posting and annoying the streamer as much as they can. Like, I've seen a bunch of sim racing streams, like I said, where it's just like the most elitist garbage takes I've ever seen in my life. And just anybody new who has like a stupid question just gets railroaded and shat on. Like, we know how to have fun, but also I don't think everyone here has good intentions. Like, there's some people that need to be reminded every once in a while, and I think that's fine. And thank you, Aaron. Shot Meat Chaser. Fantastic. Yeah, I really appreciate that about you guys. And, like, it makes me feel really good when we get to, like, collaborate with other communities. Because I know you guys are all, like, good and can be trusted. And, like, not trusted, but you know what I mean? Like, if we raid somebody, I'm not like, oh, fuck, I gotta watch over and make sure, like, I'm like, they're fine. And what's even more dope, like, a lot of people, this is normal, by the way, on this here purple website. When you raid somebody, you're like, oh, I don't know this person. Like, maybe a couple of people will lurk. Maybe 1 or 2 people will stick around in the chat. You guys, like, actually fucking hang out for a little bit. And, like, a bunch of people will follow. Like, it's... For the size this community is, like... Yeah, Aaron, that's fine. I do it too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's not one thing wrong with that. Like, that's fairly normal. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a game I don't particularly like, or somebody I don't know at all. Yeah, but it should be because you want to, not because you feel obligated. Like, what I'm talking about, and I don't want to call anybody out by name, but you know who you are, is when I raid somebody, and it's a channel that maybe we've not directly interacted with before, but I'll watch or something. And I can come back in a half an hour, or 10 minutes, or whatever, and see 4 or 5 people, like, shit posting in chat, and then they'll leave. They're like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, that's cool as fuck to me. That's super cool. Then when we're both live, you have to make a decision, Monka Gun. That's a joke. I'm joking. I don't know. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. It is very cool to be surrounded by a bunch of very cool people. We got Shrimps 24/7 into VR chat. It's Jover. My friend, she shows up here every once in a while. Riva made a world where all you can watch is shrimps 24/7, and it's in like a fish tank. I'm not cool. I don't like when you talk about my friend like that. Oh, is that a Futurama bit? I think it's a Futurama bit. That's great, Aaron. So she showed the guy the world, and he's got a quest and everything now. They've been cooked. This is not new. This was pre-Shrimps 24/7 disappearing for however long he disappeared for. One of my good friends went into the chat and was like, "Can I eat the shrimp?" And she was banned for a year on the spot. I find myself irritating. Nah, man. Nah, nah. Like, I get it, because I'm the same way about myself, but absolutely not. Yeah, there's like one rule in Shrimps 24/7's chat, and it's don't make jokes about eating my shrimp. And that is, unfortunately, the very first thing she chose to do. One of our friends DM'd him, was like, "Can you unbrand our friend?" And he was like, "No, it's not going to happen." But apparently it's all water under the shrimp now. Get it? Because they're aquatic. Thank you. Cool. Aaron, I know what you like. You can't unsub. You're stuck. The amount of times there's been a full, like, group chat watching Shrimps 24/7 and going, "Holy shit, is he going to do a backflip? Wow!" Like, it's awesome. It was a wicked, like, 2 weeks. Well, I don't think GT7's going anywhere anytime soon. I can't imagine. I mean, I'd like to see a GT8. Just, like, make a game without the PS4 in mind. I want to see what they can do. But I can't see them, like... That's not polyphony. Like, they're not dropping a new project anytime soon. Eddie, you are a hater. Holy moly. Yeah, I think a more traditional career mode. GT Sophie more widely implemented. Cars and Tracks, obviously. Let's see, maybe more disciplines. That's a broad statement. That's an incredibly broad statement. Aaron, I'm still of the belief that the cafe system was an extra thing to do. I don't think people would have been complaining. Holy shit, what's up, Jigsaw? You're here for the last 2 laps before I switch games, but... Let's back return here. Good point. It looks kind of blue on my screen, but... Car is also... I don't know what I did to the... I don't remember what I did to the right side. It is not healthy. It's just some patina. Yeah, I didn't hate it. Like, I wasn't outraged like a lot of people were, but it is very linear. And as a main source of progression, it's like, that's not Gran Turismo to me. Granted, again, I didn't play the PS3 games, but GT was always like, hey, make it to the last championship or don't. Whatever. If there was a bit more of a structured career mode, like a bit more, because it's kind of there, right? There is events and stuff, but with the cafe being like a not progression thing, just like, hey, you've unlocked some cars that you own now. Here's some shit that you could do with them, rather than this is how you progress through the game. I think the only like real negative thing you could jump on now is a lot of the updates have been interesting car choices, but GT's kind of always been the wacky cars, but usually it's like a hero car, a wacky car, and some third thing. Like, I don't know who was asking for the Nissan Qashqai. I don't know who even bought a Nissan Qashqai. But I guess the updates are free, right? So what do you want to do about it? Like, if it was paid DLC, I would be more in the let's get angry camp, but it's free. Like, what? They're all free updates. Everything's been free. There's no DLC for that game as far as I know. We got lots done. We did 4 races. Next time we play this, we're going to finish the fucking career mode. Let's fucking go.